catch some players off guard with some of these off-meta picks with like the Kim and with the Gato.
Yeah, big time. I mean, there's been a lot of innovation for the mid tiers of this game, but the top three have definitely been solidified and honed into the ground. With the exception of apparently a couple people saying that Butt is actually sneaking out Kine, which I think is absolute blasphemy, but that's okay, guys. I know Butt's scary too, so it's okay though. Top level players definitely have a better grasp of this than I do. So
I don't know, man. At this point, it's up in the air. I think North American Fatal Fury, or at least specifically United States Fatal Fury, is one of those ones that kind of differentiates itself from like the Mexican scene. Obviously, since we've had to split it up a little bit, it's been a distinct border between like which characters players, gravitate towards.
Yeah. And it's always going to do that between regional differences. And there's no denying that like the top 5 in this game are very distinct, very polished characters. And the rest of us are just trying to keep up. But everyone that is playing these mid and low tiers truly loves Fatal Fury. And I got to keep commending you for coming out week and week again. We're down a couple players this week. We're at 9 right now. We just have almost pretty much a clean top 8 bracket for you guys tonight. I'm still excited for it nonetheless.
Yeah, try to tell people to show up. It's free to enter, guaranteed at least $47.50 plus our Matcherino code. So, I mean, at that point, it's free money up for the taking. And Diaz has obviously been taking full advantage of that. 4 consecutive winner so far.
Yeah, it's just straight victory.
There's no way to sugarcoat it, but this man's been dominating.
Yeah, and he's playing the perfect character to do it too, right? Otaru is such a monster. But before we get there, we got the cover art characters showing up in full force here. We got Bad Boy Ray on the rock versus Terry hanging out with Akeem the Dream. I think I had that right. We'll find out in a second.
Akeem the Dream, man. He's been one of the new ambassadors here at Breakout for Fatal Fury. And obviously, no scoff to him. It sucks they have to play Terry because that's 2 of our ambassadors rocking the Bogart. But I'll still root for him regardless. Bad Boy Ray, rocking my maid, rocking the Rock Howard. Let's go.
Yeah, starting off with a bit of I'm going to call it a disadvantage at this point in the SPG 1. Definitely with the recent patch and the changes to the SPG, we've seen the beginning SPG become kind of the weakest, and Akeem taking full force of holding it in the back, kind of giving himself almost like a Guilty Gear style guts, and finally getting out of that corner. Let's go, Ray.
Oh, yeah, the Moon Slicer every time. It's such a good cross-up tool because it gets you out of really tight situations, man. Might have to go for it one more time because right now it seems like the team is just going to find his mark, counter hit confirmation, just going to spend it all, try to get the kill, feint, trying to bait out another DP, but alas, Bad Boy Ray fights his way out of the corner the hard way. Had to put himself into overheat to do it, but let's see if he has an opportunity to find his way, but no. Sadly, Akeem finding the counter once again from the air.
Yeah, a lot of lights coming out from Ray. He seems like he wants to play passive, doesn't want to commit too hard, but one of the strengths of Rock is finding your way in, making that aggression yours, and using those lights right up in their face.
Oh, 100%, dude. I think he's one of the... there's not too many characters you want to talk about, like, have the flashy moves and the X Factor. I feel like Rock is right there, like, just on the cusp of being able to just break that top-tier threshold.
A little bit damage changes on this character, and he's going to be sparred with the best. Right now, Akeem is currently tossing it back to the corner, missing his meaty close light kick, but it doesn't matter. We still have plenty of damage to go here. Opting not to spend it and get this reset. The mental damage is done, and Akeem is getting that first round on the board for this tournament.
Dude, I like the way he's doing it. Every single time he gets his opponent into the corner, he does a slight feint just to try to bait out some sort of retaliation, whether that be an EX move or a DP, some sort of wake-up option. But Bad Boy Ray, thankfully, has the trigger discipline not to throw it out all the time on his wake-up option. May need to start doing that at some point, though, just so he can not fall so low. This is a great start.
What a great DP. I think it was supposed to be a fireball. Sometimes you get those in Fatal Fury where you're running forward. But getting tossed back to the ground. Now, I see he's not going for many wake-up options, not holding on to his buttons right away, but still gets a great tick throw here. Able to get a little bit of momentum. Let's see how he converts it.
Yeah, he still has access to SPG as well, so we haven't really been able to see him utilize that at all throughout this entire set so far. But oh, never mind, never going to be able to use it. Hakeem just taking advantage of the 5D right there. Just such good range, so safe to just throw out, especially with Terry just being a menace in the corner.
Got a big opportunity here. Doesn't completely squander it. Finds the lights and tosses him back to the other side of the corner, getting some of his neutral placement back.
I'm hoping he does an EX version at some point, because, I mean, he hasn't really been able to utilize a whole lot of his heat meter as well, but he's going to finally throw one more mix. So he's going to be able to get the JD just in time, but one more pixel is all that's left for Hakeem. Trying to bring it back, and he definitely can with SPG still on his way home.
Oh, great jab there. We are in chippable range, but it is not easy.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, crazy call at the crouching light punch to be able to close out that round. And finally, the bad boy Ray back on the board. Needs another round to try to tie things up.
Yeah, starting to get aggressive here with just more than his lights. Obviously, swinging that big ol' heavy punch is something that Rock always wants to find into some EX moves, but SPG will be a great way to win back a little bit of that corner. The throw almost going to take him out of it, and he's fighting for that last little pixel, folks. It's gone.
I want it. He can still get it back. He's still within that, that little spot where he can get the JD, get his SPG back in favor. But he does also have, see, I was just talking about it, but now no longer a factor. But luckily, Hakeem's just going to keep applying pressure, keep him in the corner, and he's totally okay with this because he's doing a lot to his rev meter right now.
Yeah, something you've definitely caught on to as well is Bad Boy not going for a lot of defensive options, right? No real just defends, no real rev guards. He's unfortunately just not committing to very much on the defensive side, and you can see his bar really being punished for it right now.
Oh, okay. Bars are almost even. Oh, and he finally using his, utilizing some of his EX dashes right there, but puts him in an overheat situation, finds the counter hits. Still actually in a pretty good spot. If he can get one little hit confirm, he can go straight into level 2 and go for the kill. Oh no, another 9 seconds left. Who's gonna be able to take this here? And he tries to go for a double. 5 seconds!
Yeah, has to do some sort of command grab here if he wants to take this. Let's see if he's thinking that far in advance. He went for it at the final moments there. You see that little grab? Yeah, he's like, nice Tims you got down there, my guy. Reaching down for those nice boots.
Wait for that. The set point here for Hakeem the Dream. And right now he's looking real solid, trying to go for a throw, but thankfully Rev Blow, very evasive move for a Rock Howard, but now may not have to worry about not gonna have to worry about the rest of the set here.
Ooh, nice. I love not going for the total auto combo, regaining your pressure here. Does have access to that level 1, but opts not to use it and get that reset instead, and that is going to clean it up real quick. Hakeem the Dream taking our first game of the night.
Ah, so close, bad boy. So close, my man. Don't make a grown man say that ever again. My boy Ray.
Or do whatever you're into, my guy.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm just like, hey, man, I'm not gonna judge. I like the Rock Howard pick though, but that's the only thing I'm gonna compliment you on. Everything else, I'm trying to steer away from. But dude, so close. It is. I felt like if you gave him another round, maybe even another game, I think Bad Boy Ray definitely would start to get some momentum going.
Yeah, a really solid player too. I think the rank is a little deceptive at sitting at the bronze 4 meter. Definitely has a lot of gas in the tank, and it can only show you why rank is deceptive. A lot of potential in that player there. I just hope he keeps it up. And also another great example of absolutely anyone can join these brackets, no matter the skill level, and find success on here. So, you know, good job, good luck, but Hakeem is going to keep moving on in this bracket up to fight the winner of his whoever wins the other side of his bracket.
I was crazy, but yeah, dude, honestly, I tried to tell people I heard something else, but I tried to tell people, like, just join. There's no rank discrepancy. Like, there's no minimum threshold that you need to hit. There's no maximum you need to hit. Just go for it. Just join in. They're free to enter. They host them every week. And guess what? SNK always blessing us, dropping $47.50 into the prize pool every single week, which is also added on with our Matcherino codes, which I'll hound you guys on for the rest of the night. 50 free codes for you guys to claim. You log in with your Google, your YouTube, your Facebook if you're mega old, or your Supercell ID if you want to add me on Clash Royale, let me know, and get those free codes claimed. And it adds 25 cents to the prize pool on top of the 47 for 50. How much does this cost? Free, no charge.
Yeah, and another great thing to do with these codes is share them with your friends, hopefully during the broadcast so they come hang out with us. But if not, please at least do it after the broadcast. And we've finally gotten confirmation on who Jack's going to be running tonight. It is the Hokatamaru. It is the arguable second or third spot in this game. The jumpster, the trickster himself, and he's showing up in this monochromatic costume.
Yeah, you definitely hit the nail on the head. I think if you want to talk about like top 3 characters, Hokatamaru is always on the back of people's minds along with the sister, Hotaru. But let's see if Jack can find his mark here. Garu, coming off a pretty decent performance, rocking the Boogar.
And already kind of showing off a very prominent style with this character, right? Using those teleports are incredibly hard to hit out of the air. They have a massive priority and just knows his set play, knows his grabs. But Garu is a really great player at being able to find these gaps and start punishing you. But he has to get into that rhythm first. He doesn't do it on round 1.
See, I'm glad you pointed out. I think rhythm is something like super important in a game like Fatal Fury because it's very momentum based. So you kind of get into the rhythm of finding when your opponent's going to be able to gap on these offensive pressures. You're just going to find nothing but success. And right now, success for Jack PE as he's going to take that first round in a pretty dominant fashion. Look at him just poking the dead body.
Yeah, no, for sure. Able to get just a little bit more meter damage than I think Garu can afford in these types of situations. If he's able to find this rush down or very conservative slowdown, I think he's going to find a lot of success in this round.
Yeah, I think Andy is one of the few characters that really takes advantage of red meter.
Oh, there we go!
Oh, man, speak of the devil. Gonna spend it all here, spend a level 1. No, he's gonna opt to save it! Oh, yeah. I hope he doesn't pay. Oh, it drops the combo, thankfully. Still an opportunity, though, but he needs to fight his way out of the corner right now. Now he has access to SPG to do it.
Yeah, luckily, another drop on the side of Jack. 2 very critical ones. Luckily, this character gets away with murder whenever he does. That is punishable, but not quite getting the right button there. Does have access to FPG, but holds on to it. Garu being very conservative there. We're going to see the hidden gear to finish things off, folks. Right? Doesn't even need
Thank you. Thank you, man. Jack is really thanking Garu right there. There's so many situations he could have killed and accidentally put himself into a corner and just never letting go of that offense. Jack taking game number 1 in a pretty heartbreaking fashion. If you're a Breakout fan, you know, I try to be a little unbiased, but my man Garu gotta lock it down right now.
Oh, dude, he's got the spirit of a winner. It's just gonna come with time. We all started our fighting game journey somewhere, and some of us have to fight demons round 1. He's gotta get both of them right now.
Okay, he finally saved out of the corner, but again, the delayed jump into just caught him twice. He thought he was going to be able to land normally the second time, and this time, the third time, he's going to wait it out. But this time, and that's why I like the changing of tempo that Jack is willing to utilize.
Nice, good plus frame option there. This character doesn't have a DP. It is one of his very few weaknesses, and taking advantage of that with these unsafe meaty jumps is a great way to regain pressures. Unsafely, essentially. Good match.
Oh, yeah, that was a life-saving dash, but another crucial drop. Oh, and now he's going to take advantage of it. Level 1, still neck and neck here. Could try to take this right here. He needs to try to get around the board, and he delays his landing again. One more fix on the frame. TP out. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, had to be conservative in those final moments. An armored option or a level 1 were pretty much the only way Jack is able to steal that round, and just has to recognize some of these situations a little more, a little faster is truly the only difference between Garu and winning right now.
Pick up the pace a little bit, right? I think he'll be able to find some success, because he's been so close every single time, unless you get moments like those where you just get a random crossover.
Oh, I mean, name of the character, though. So, alright, don't be too expensive here. Keep it conservative. The level 1 is fine to get a little bit of rev meter and probably get ourselves set up for 2 more interactions.
Knowing Garu, he's a very greedy player. Yeah, I was going to say, he's definitely trying to go for a twofer, and he finally baits out the round, and he's going to try to do it again. 2 green is too much, and I'm going to throw you every day of the week. Here we go, final round, game 2. Still set point for Jack, but Garu's still alive. Oh, man.
I wish my character could dash grab like that. Oh, nice, got a good pickup here.
No!
Oh. I think he was trying to break something and got screwed up by the waiting frames there. Garu just has to keep this aggression. He's got a really great game plan here. Catching Jack in many situations, but still the Hogatamaru is very powerful and the feints are very smart. There we go, good pickup here. Gonna be able to spend this into the level 1 because what's the meaty situation? Or the drive.
I would just try to actually spend level 2 there just to kind of strip Garu out to SPG range, because now he has an opportunity to get some of this big meter back. Oh, that was crazy. I'm surprised he didn't try to press right there. Did he press this time?
Oh my god, he's still safe. What a character.
Is he dead? Yes, sir. Roll the credits or not! Hold the phone, still alive. And now he just got a lot of his meter back. He just got a cooldown situation. He's gonna spend it all again. One more interaction. He's gonna bait it out. Yeah, that was definitely a shimmy. And just like that, we're going to a final game here between Jack and Garu. Let's go.
Very close. A couple crucial drops on the side of Jack and Garu. Finding that conservative play, finding that aggression and the right buttons to do in neutral situations. It's a real tight one already here on winner's quarters.
Barn burner. And I try to tell people, like, these are the matches like you want to get early, because if you could beat this guy early on before you even make it into top 8, you know, I feel like those top 8 matches are going to feel a little bit lighter.
Oh yeah, and we're waking up too. That's another really important thing. This is a good way to get your senses going. Remind yourself you're playing some City of the Wolves, and you start finding that burnout. Great punish there.
Oh my gosh, you're just gonna keep waking up with buttons every single time. It's been paying off a lot of those interactions, so might as well keep doing it. It ain't broke, right?
Oh gosh. This is definitely one of those games. If things are working, you must keep doing them until your opponent respects it. Finally getting that level 1 out here. Might be crucial enough to keep it going. Great light kick with the DP is able to conserve it all.
Oh, he's gonna spend some meter there. He's getting pretty costly on his red meter. I mean, same thing, his health is just getting just as low. So now it's in a 1 interaction situation. 1 more mix in, just dash in and throw. He's been doing that so many times this set. I'm surprised Garu hasn't been able to react to it. But set point again for Jack. But this is where he's been at before, and Garu is able to battle it back.
Oh. I think he didn't realize he recovered so fast there. Oh, happens to the best of us. All right. Jack trying to find his way in here. Yes, the high evade, just do it twice. It is one of Andy's big weaknesses. A lot of his strong moves are highs and able to be crushed.
Ow,
Recognizing
my gosh.
that is going to be Jack's strength here.
Hey, hold on. You can teleport, I can teleport too, don't you know? I'm going to snap that neck. He's in overheat now, but he does want to try to reset that. Give it a cooldown, and he can definitely do that with a couple more baits. Oh, he got crossed up! No, he's not! No. Oh, now it is. Fudge. Unfortunately, he drops the combo, just goes straight into the big low, doesn't even get the hit confirm, and if he even needed it, he had access to level 1. And as well as that, I see the potential for Jack, but at the same time, there's so many opportunities that he can really, sharpen up a bit to keep that game kind of clean.
Absolutely. No, Jack has a lot of small improvements there, but playing a very solid character to fix some of those. Let's check him out in the replay here. A great cross-up. If you blocked that, you are lying to me. Ridiculously good pickup there. Able to get this mid-screen pickup. I don't think he does the hidden art here. Doesn't need to, but plenty of extra HP to do and good autopiloting to remember your combos. And here's the Garu special, that long Andy combo into that level 1. Keep it going.
I will say, I've never really been able to get a good grasp of Andy, just because I'm more of a traditional button masher. However, I think, you know, Andy definitely does have the exaggerated swagger that I think a lot of characters kind of need in this game to really stand out. And I would not doubt that Garu is going to make it into the lower side of top 8. So just give him some time, get him ironed up, and he'll be up and running. Because he's one of those players that actually plays multiple titles. He's one of the highest ranks in Tekken as well. He's got a destruction on there, so definitely somebody to look out for. But that's actually going to be our top 8 on the winner's side of things. I don't know if we have the bracket ready yet, but Jack, moving on, got to deal with Scheme next.
No. Pretty powerful player. I forget who Scheme plays. I'm terrible with remembering off the top of my head. I can't remember if it's Benny or not, who it is, but it doesn't matter. We'll see them real soon. If they are available, we are going to try and get Diaz versus Akeem the Dream on deck. And if you've been hanging out with BS, we talked about him earlier. Diaz is an absolute monster, playing top 1 in the game and absolutely piloting it to perfection. I believe they were top 24 on SWC over in Georgia about a month and change ago now. So
yeah, I remember a lot of people were rooting for him. I believe he did finish top 24. If I remember, I thought it was top 16, but I'll double check on that.
It might have been 17th is like what I feel like it was.
That sounds more realistic. I feel like that may have been what it was. But yeah, definitely one of the...
Please correct me if you're in chat.
Yeah, let us know. Definitely one of our top competitors out here. I think Diaz is definitely riding the momentum we were talking about earlier. Already won 4 consecutive weeks here at Breakout. Trying to make it a 5th, trying to tie up our most wins consecutively. The only other person that's done that so far is in Tekken side of things with P. Ling. So let's see if Diaz can repeat fate and move on into winners finals. Got his work cut out for him though. Akeem the Dream trying to turn this into a nightmare. Rock you!
Now he's on the perfect stage for that too. The burnt tower right now. Already taking things a little conservative right now. Luckily, Terry, just one of those characters able to run through neutral with that EX fireball. But another character that can just kind of sprint through everything you're gonna do. Definitely gonna be Hotaru.
Yeah, you want to talk about sprinting as she like frolics towards you in a deathly manner. You gotta pay attention to how Hotaru makes their approaches. I think she's really terrifying, even at range 4.
She is top 1 in this game for a reason. There was no mistake in how powerful they made this character. They wanted us to suffer for a little bit. So
I'm telling you, that ferret is your death animal right there. Every time I see that animal somewhere, I'm just looking around for like a Final Destination moment.
And obviously, one of the really strong parts that doesn't get exemplified enough about this game is how powerful Goku can be. Obviously, you have to just defend a whole bunch to get that HP back, but you don't get that much HP back, and one mistake can set you back multiple hits, as well as just making a small mistake here on the command grab. We're at 13 seconds left and almost a dead character, and now you are.
You definitely spoke into existing. He said almost dead, and he said, let me just cross out one word from that sentence. And yeah, Akeem, keeping it close. However, Diaz, again, just needs to play super solid, and I think Hotaru is one of those characters that can really catapult his foundation gameplay.
Nice. Good job stealing your turn back as well as getting that counter hit. Akeem starting to get started here, using that close normals. Continue the pressure. Oh, yeah, and they know that 2-hit combo like any day of the week. Able to get that quick punish counter. But in SPG now where the fun really starts.
Okay, hold on. He ain't gonna let you just keep him trapped in that corner. That was something that Akeem was taking advantage of in his last match. But this is a totally another beast. Gonna go straight into level 1. Make sure you optimize as much damage as you can. Put the hands on him. What you gonna do for one more wake-up opportunity? Get a guard catch and go for the rep one, but he still dies.
It is the 50-50. She is the best grappler in the game for a reason. Just a monstrous kit, and Diaz piloting it perfectly right now.
Round 1. Get ready.
All right. Akeem trying to keep things close. This is top 8 already, so again, one more win here for Diaz, and he'll be moving on into winners finals. Another top 3 finish for either of these players if they win this match here. Akeem gotta dig deep if he wants to try to uphold the king.
Off to a strong start here, able to bully completely off of fireballs alone. truly showing off the power of this character, is going to spend that level 1. You get the safe jump off of this as well. Opts not to go for it, and it just respects the fact that SPG is available. And if I don't time it absolutely perfect, I'm going to be in trouble. But we are going to be dead here, going on to the final potential star for Akeem. He is playing seed number 1 right now, so let's see if he's able to find something here.
Yeah, I think Hotaru and, oddly enough, Preacha is one of the few characters that, like, when they get their level 1, it's, like, terrifying to deal with because you get that free jump in right afterwards. So definitely got to take advantage of that. I mean, sometimes you do want to play a little bit slower, just got to keep your opponent guessing every single interaction. And Diaz does it every single week, and this is why he's one of the best out here and just showing off time and time again why he is the one to defeat.
Damage. Look at the bar discrepancy too. Akeem has just been dealing with all sorts of close normals, everything in between, getting popped right over it as well.
Oh,
not going to be a dead character because of the amazing scaling that this new SPG 3 grants us, but we are in a troubling situation while we fight through over.
No! Not again, and you're just gonna get chipped. There's nothing you can do.
Woo! Beautiful pickup.
Alright.
That was a great crouching LK. That was really nice.
Man, so close. He started to get some traction going, but too little too late. I mean, he was in a situation where, I mean, any bit of chip damage was going to kill. That's why he went for that initially. But alas, Diaz just taking full advantage of his opportunities and just putting the pressure, putting pedal to the metal, and moving on into winners finals.
Yeah, really nice stuff. I mean, there's a reason this character is top 1. She has every single option you could ever possibly want. She has the world's easiest cross-up. She can fake the cross-up. She can do a billion different things in between, and probably steal your lunch money, bully you while she's at it. And it's even tougher when a good player pilots it as well.
Yeah, again, nothing to shy of Akeem. Definitely played his heart out right there, but alas, like I said, you're playing one of the best here in North America. Gotta have a real tough time to open him up. He's a tough nut to crack.
Could not agree any more than that. He's going to be moving on to our winners finals side, so I think all of his matches from, or no, if he loses, he will go down to a first to 2 briefly, but I think he's in the top 3 zone for the evening.
Yeah, he's locked in the top 3 spots. Guaranteed winners finals appearance for Diaz once again. So, like I said, it's kind of expected at this point. He's won 4 weeks in a row, trying to make it week number 5, and he can definitely do so with one more win between the next opponent of Scheme and Jack. And you were worried about what Scheme was playing? He's actually on the Rock Howard.
It is the Rock. Okay. I think I said that before we started broadcasting, and then I second-guessed the hell out of myself.
Dude, I'm doing like 44 different games right now, and
yeah, right.
I do tournaments across the world, so your guess is better than mine.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the biggest things that caught me off guard is he played Common Sense first, which is like the biggest Rock Howard gasser upper around. Like, so my brain was like, there's only one rock there, but Common Sense was probably just like, yo, 2 rocks? This is the best day of my life. So,
2 rocks? I'm busting.
Yeah, that's just a great day. But once we get them in here, we'll keep that stuff going. You guys already know where we're going to go with our free downtime. We got to talk about the match arena a little bit, guys. We have a ton of people hanging out with us tonight. We're all thankful for you guys, but you do have chores when you hang out in these Match Arena sponsored streams. You got to do !Match Arena in the chat. Click on that link and log in through its many different systems that it has. Make sure you contribute that code so you can let SNK know we are still watching and supporting this game. If you've done that already, now is your moment to share that code with your favorite Discord server of people who actually listen to you and make them redeem those codes as well. And maybe come out and hang out with us in the stream. We love to have them.
Yeah, man, it's a tournament going. We're already here in top 8. We're making really good time. It's one of those things. It's a great spot, you know, production-wise. I think this is the best it's ever been. I've been part of Breakout since, you know, week 1 of Tekken, which was like almost crazy? 2 years ago. I mean, that's yeah. Crazy that we're about to hit, you know, triple digits when it comes to Tekken. So Fatal Fury is coming shortly behind them. We're already at week 29. 30 is going to be next week. There's a lot of fun to be had and a lot of tournaments to be played.
Big time. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I remember being part of BES when they did Street Fighter, and it just so happened to be on Tuesdays back when we started. And I'm like, that's my local. Like, I'm not missing the local guys. And then they're like, why cry? We got such a big deal for you. We're gonna make it on Wednesdays. I'm like, I'm so blessed. That's my other local. I can't miss them. I'm sorry, guys. And then now I'm pretty much just playing this. And luckily, it's on a Monday night, and I get to just have some fun every once in a while when I don't get to compete. So.
Yeah, it's tough for me. Most of the locals happen on Wednesday, so I'm trying to spice it up. But man, it's hard to leave from home, right? You're so comfortable here, man. Especially, I mean home in the pseudos term, because I mean home from my actual home, and then home in here in Breakout. I've been loving it here. All the people here take good care of me. Craze and Stars and Pied Piplup's cool sometimes.
Yeah. Usually I find them pretty good, except for when he yells at me for being late, because I'm always late to these Breakout caster slots.
I told him, if I get a boat, you're invited on the boat, man.
Yes, let's go.
And Stars, but
yeah,
Servbot, maybe not.
And once he joins the bracket again, we'll let him back on the slot. I need that T-Zog action. I know we're all very excited to see Mr. Big coming out as the new grappler. I'm curious what Stars is gonna think, because he's going to be my go-to City of the Wolves grappler player for the moment. So
I don't know, man. I'm hoping it'll like it. He looks kind of cool. I kind of want to give him a try. Yeah, I've been obviously with new characters kind of releasing all over the video games. We had we had Miatis come out for Tekken on Monday. Yeah, I think it's like Miatis or Miatizo. I'm a filthy white American, so sometimes I just pronounce things incorrectly.
I wouldn't even attempt. I'm curious, because I don't know much about Tekken. Is there a character in a fighting game you could relate her to for somebody who won't play her anytime soon?
Let me see.
Anything, like, just because I know nothing about her. I've heard she's like Ogre from Tekken, and I was like, really? Was not expecting that.
Well, what's crazy, this is my first Tekken game, so like when they tell me that, I'm like, I've never played Ogre, so I don't know. Yeah. But I think she could really mimic Hotaru in a way. She's
really?
She's very slippery. Yeah, she's good. I honestly, there's a couple players that have already picked her up, and they've already got her to the highest rank in the game. At the same time, I think she can be very tournament viable. I think she has a lot of strong moves out of her new stances and stuff like that. She reminds me, like I said, very, very reminiscent of Hotaru if compared to the 2D scene.
I love that, man. You're playing the game, you're seeing her right in front of your face, and you're like, yo, let's see it. Yo, Scheme, yes! We're pulling out the Hokatamaru this time.
Oh, the mirror.
Hey, dude, he's just living for the mirrors. He wants you to know that he's the best around. But I also have definitely seen this pick played before, and he is in the legendary rank with that incredibly
Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, so he's not, well, you're telling me he's not a bronze scrub like me.
No, this is a very talented player here. He's the only thing he's missing is a few more LP ranks up, which you can't currently see, to get his own exclusive number rank. So.
He's close. I think he's maybe like 400, maybe 150 off.
It's not necessarily the RP. We're seeing the RP because his opponent is the diamond rank and doesn't have any LP yet. Like kind of in Street Fighter when you see it's not their MR but their LP. There's so many stupid acronyms in this game. He's pretty fucking good at the game.
I was gonna say, I think he's still one of the top ones. I'd still put a special number. Oh no, drops it confirmed. But Jack, get a little too eager on pulling the trigger onto the punish. Oh,
nice, good
boy.
patience. God, he can even punish his own stuff. That's ridiculous.
Yada yada yada. I still don't miss that. Oh my gosh! Yikes! He's gonna pray. Yeah, chip damage is a factor, so he had to try to do something right there. Unfortunately, Jack put in a really bad situation. He's put between a rock and a hard place. And Scheme taking full advantage of that.
That was a very intelligent level 1 too. Even if for whatever reason they went for the reversal level 1, I think if they went for the red line they win. But I think it would have traded enough that it would have given Scheme still the opportunity to keep continuing on there. But currently not needing any extra lives right now, has plenty of work to be done. Is getting mashed in on.
Stuck in the corner, and he tries to go for the air. So this is a no-fly zone when it comes to Scheme. Shutting him down. 1 teleport, 1 death. That's all he needs. And all you need is 2 wins here in winter semifinals to move on. You got it right, Hoka tomorrow. Just those 2 on your fingertips.
Off to a solid start. We might see Jack switch things up here. I'm going to be honest, there's not a lot of ways to go up at this point. You're playing one of the best characters in the game, so I'm curious to see what you're doing. Maybe just a costume change.
It could be that. You know, as well as I agree, like, sure, the top tier kind of matters. Oh, what the? All right, maybe not. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's a feel thing. This time he's feeling the Ronaldo coming out here for Jack.
Leapfrog, usually I would say this like somebody doesn't know what I'm talking about, but you hung out with me during Paragon when it was Kula versus Johnny, and we watched 15 matches of this, and I asked Kula later, how does this matchup feel? And he says, I actually like the Ronaldo Hoka Tamaru match. This is a counter pick, like not out of left field. This is like a tried and true thing they actually believe, so I love that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think when it comes to like labbing and stuff, like matchups are really important when it comes to Fatal Fury. A lot of the top tiers kind of clash between each other, and some almost feels like a rock, paper, scissors type matchup. And this is definitely no special occasion.
Big pickup here. That's a really smart stuff here. Should be able to convert this into level 1 if he even needs to. That light DP is plenty of work to get that kid out of here.
Yo, Plain Yogurt dropping $12 into the Matcherino, making it a $17. We still got another $47.50 coming from SNK once we get here. So big shout outs to Plain Yogurt for contributing directly to our prize pool on top of the Matcherino. I appreciate it. These players do too.
He stays plain so you all can have toppings, all right? That's a real champ out
Bars. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting them fruity pebbles, bro. Alright, you shut me down right away. Sorry.
Okay, got him out of SPG here. I'm really surprised Steam is doing this SPG 1. Very, very weak right now in the meta, but still finding some great success with this amazing character.
I love the grit behind when you say that every single time. It's just like, I can tell like you sort of mean it, but at the same time you're just definitely salty a bit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh no, big time. This game is nothing but a salt pile, but you gotta embrace it, you gotta love it, and you gotta tech that throw if you wanted to keep on living.
Alright, trying to water things down. Scheme one more round away from booking his ticket into Winners Finals. Jack trying to save the day with the Ronaldo. He's starting off good, but he's got to get his bearings in check, because right now he's getting caught by everything.
One of the biggest differences, too, is you have to be willing to spend that Ronaldo DP and not break it. Just go for it.
You gotta go for the gusto, and it looks like he's gonna do it here. Gonna go for the big meaty level 2 on top of all that red line to reset it, give him the cooldown, and put it to a 1 situation game if it doesn't kill.
This is a dead Ronaldo. I'm sure that boy is gone. Go back to the sidelines and get a shower, my guy.
Oh, he's dead! Oh my god, what a combo!
Yeah, dude, that was really nice. Scheme showing up, putting it all together. I apologize for not remembering the hook at the moment. My brain is a scatters.
Besides, I wasn't familiar with the game, OG.
I knew he was a great player. Just, there's too much stuff going on. Let's hit the replay.
But man, look at domination. It was crazy. Jack was looking for the mirror match, maybe trying to match the cheese, so to speak. But he must have forgot. This is Gouda, son. Not the type of cheese you want to play with. You gotta have some specialty meats with it. But you see right there, making the swap over to Ronaldo. Was looking solid that first round, but all of a sudden he had to rewire his brain for the matchup. Went for the Ronaldo matchup and started to kind of clean up shop.
Yeah, big time. Once Scheme was able to limit his light usage, and he figured out he wasn't going for those very committal DPs, really started to take over the match, and kind of just showed his clearly the experience difference as well. You don't get so good at this game without playing a lot of reps. So
Yeah, Yogurt, I agree with you 1,000%, dude. It's one thing if the character is lame to watch, but at least we have some sparks, some fireworks, and a lot of these top tier characters really do have that exaggerated swagger of a black teen. So I really enjoy watching the Hokutomaru. Hotaru, we're getting there. But, I think if I probably learned the matchup, I'd probably have a little bit better of an understanding. Me, Hardstuck Bronze, it's going to definitely make me frown a bit when I see those characters.
Yeah, she is one of those characters that against the mid tiers is super, super oppressive, but against the other best characters in the game, she kind of hangs around. But anyways, let's look into this bracket real fast. We got our winners finals, first to 3, starting off with Diaz and Scheme. You just watch them, you just love them. It's going to be a match for the ages. Let's see if they can dethrone Diaz while they're doing it. Otherwise, in that bottom side, we got Garo versus Common Sense. Really looking forward to that one. Bad Boy Ray versus Tubby. And we got Jack P.E. and Akeem the Dream waiting in the distance for their next opponents.
All right. Nice to see Bad Boy Ray making it in here with the Rock Howard. So at least we're going to see some Rock representation tonight if Scheme is not willing to pull it out. No diddy. But I'm wondering what Tubby plays. Have you heard of Tubby at all?
I have not, unfortunately. I'd be happy for them to tell me. I think Plain Yogurt's in the chat talking it up, and they played Tubby earlier, so they could give us some insider knowledge. I just see they're realizing that she can dive kick backwards. Yes, she can do that. She has a command normal that goes around it. We got the T-Zoc on deck. Oh, love to see that. I think I saw them say that earlier, and I just absolutely didn't do it. So, hey, yo, I'm just saying. Stars might not be the only one.
Sirbot was out of it. Stars maybe on the production side of things, but we're still going to see some Flying Eagle action. So it's nice to see some T-Zoc representation when our certified home court advantage T-Zoc is not here.
Hey, we're always going to be cheering for T-Zoc out here. That is a great character. Just needs a little bit of sauce. I'm scared for the day when I have to worry about this character. I will be completely honest with everybody because when they're good, they're going to be a menace. So mark my words. I'm kind of glad out of all the balance patches right now that T-Zoc sitting in the bottom tier it's fine by me. I don't want to play that character.
I think he'll, make an inevitable return. I think the resurrection is going to be crazy when he gets a few buffs and changes. I don't know. Do you think they're going to make any type of balance changes when they release Big at the same time?
They are not. No. They have already confirmed there is no balance changes tomorrow coming out for anyone. So, yeah, they are holding that for the moment. My guess, and I've said this before, we are either going to see an announcement on Thursday with the Video Game Awards coming out, which with their current advertising budget, they can definitely afford, or we will see a big reveal at Frosty's, giving them like about a month plus the holidays to really put something together. But I have a funny feeling based on the models of Blue Mary already kind of found around and some other things, we're probably looking at a pretty fast Season 2 release.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think a Season 2 announcement will be made. And obviously, Tekken is not like Fatal Fury where they kind of stagger the release or the announcement of characters. No. So I'm excited to see the Season 2 announcement for it, because what that means, they're going to just lay down the field and just tell you exactly what they're releasing for every single character.
I know that is really crazy. I like it and I don't like the way Street Fighter 6 does it where they announce 4, but hey, if Fatal Fury keeps up every 6 months releasing even 3 characters, I'll be thrilled.
Obviously Mr. Big's coming up, but the one character I was already telling Stars, the one I've been just waiting for so long, I want my Geese Howard back. If I get Geese in there, bro, I'm full committing to Fatal Fury. 1,000%.
I mean, I'm not sure how familiar you are with KOF 15, but a patch ago when Geese was the absolute dominating force of 15, I had him on every position of my team that I could. One of the most fun, arrogant freaking characters I've ever played in my life, and I'll keep doing it if they didn't gut him to the absolute ground. So...
I haven't been able to actually touch KOF 15 yet, but I'm sure if I ever do, I'll be probably rocking the low tiers because I just think they look cool, like Dinosaur and Geese and stuff like that. So
luckily, Geese is still good. He's just he was top one, top two, and then they're like, okay, you can just be okay. Like, let's stop making that light string safe on block. Okay, that might be too much.
I'll keep at least one top tier. I'll keep like a Benny Maru on my team because seeing him with the Paul Tower hair, pretty solid.
Benny is super solid, and while we're getting these characters together, we do kind of have an interesting dynamic here, right? We might be seeing Bad Boy Ray hold a little bit more of a defensive style, probably opting for a lot more fireballs here than he was in his first match versus Akeem. I don't want to be within a 10-foot pole, even if he is bottom tier. Grapplers are grapplers. You need to stay away from these monsters.
Yeah, I think playing at like range 2 or 3 is probably like the safe bet when it comes to it. But Tizok does have some options to kind of close the distance, especially depending on where he wants to put his SPG, whether it's at the beginning or the middle. Very rarely you see them put at the end. I mean, I think Serbot's one of the
few
like,
see it
Tizok
more
players
now.
that do to the end.
You're going to see it a lot more now.
More at the end?
It is better now. It is.
Okay.
So when I said there was no changes, I lied a little bit. There's been an SPG change where each SPG position, if you put it in the front, you get 0.1 extra health reduction through that. So your scaling is 1.1. If you're in the middle, it's 1.2. And if you're at the end, it's 1.3, which equates to about 300 more health, which is essentially one neutral interaction more HP than you would get in any other position. So it's quite good.
Not too bad. I might have to start telling. It's unfortunate Harada's taking a step away from Tekken. But I was like, whoever's making the balance changes now for Tekken, I'll let them know that that's something I kind of want to look towards because I think Rage is one of those mechanics that I've grown accustomed to, and trying to do it in Fatal Fury was kind of not worth it at the end because by the time you get that low of health, you're almost always dying in those combo interactions. But now with the damage mitigation, definitely helps out a bit with being able to survive one interaction to kind of flip the script, so to speak, on the match.
If you're familiar with Guilty Gear, it very much feels like Guts in Guilty Gear, where those big beefy characters, even though their first bit of HP kind of falls away pretty fast because the game is so explosive, at the end you're like doing your combo and you're like, he's still not dead, he's not dying, why isn't he dead yet? And then he's got 2 bars of meter and he's just staring at you with fire in his eyes. And he's like, ha, the game is mine.
He said, look at me. I'm the captain now. Yeah, I'm definitely, like the moment we're done with the broadcast, I'm definitely going to be digging in some Guts tonight. So I'm definitely familiar with like the way that Guilty Gear kind of handles like the health bar situation. It's nice to see, the different... I'm not a big fan of like everything being universal, everything being the same. I like the little variety from different, just simple things like SPG placements or just character selections altogether. I know, Street Fighter of all places have characters, different health pools. I didn't know that for the longest time, wondering why I pick Akuma and I get blown up every time, but
yeah, to be fair, only three characters, maybe one additional with Sagat potentially having more HP, but he shouldn't if he does. Marisa, Geef, and Akuma are the only 3 that I can think of off the top of my head. So looks like we are just literally looking for anybody at the moment to come out here. Common Sense should be playing Rock, by the way. If he doesn't, I guess I'll eat my words, but
it looks like we're gonna swap over to the other one since somebody just died on the scene. But no big deal. We'll resurrect him in a little bit. We'll go to the other side of losers. And if they don't show up, then DQ them. Easy enough. But Garu coming up next with Common Sense. And you said Common Sense plays Rock?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
That should be who we're seeing. Great player. This is going to be a very even match, if I'm not mistaken. I think these 2 players are equal in certain ways. I think Garu has been learning at a faster rate, but Common Sense has been playing for longer. So,
see if that legacy knowledge can carry over in this match.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Garu is a super solid player, man. I've really been impressed with him overall. Not even just in Fatal Fury, but with just all the fighting games. His demeanor and mental really does carry you a long way with how you approach the game and what you want to learn and how you're going to learn it.
Big time. Mental in FGC is everything. If you can get off the social medias, if you can get off the negative people, if you can just enjoy the game because you want to play it, you will make it so far in this stuff. It is hysterical.
All right, so we're getting the right people in the right spot. So just give them a moment, and we'll get the matches up and running. But yeah, what we were talking about earlier, we were talking about Garu just having that mentality. Yeah, I'm lost. Hey, claim those Maturino codes, bro.
And we can always hop over to how influential Common Sense is, having like multiple great threads about good mentality and just being a great promotional force for this game too. He is an absolute sight for positivity in the community and gassing up this game every chance he gets. And it's so cool when you see that like face on Twitter, who you always see the good quotes from, show up and play in your bracket. I love that.
I'm telling you, man. We were talking about the love of the game, just the love of the characters. Yeah, there's quite a few characters that have been so influential outside of their respective games. I mean, I think Mai is one of those characters that come to mind for me. She's well known, well respected amongst like FGC, and it's funny because like I've been seeing her a lot more in different websites beyond like Street Fighter and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know. What do you have you been like seeing her in like regular pop culture? Like I've seen like Chun-Li as well in like Fortnite and stuff.
It's really hard because a lot of my culture right now is just FGC based. Like I feel like whenever I log onto Twitter, it's just fighting game stuff. But I do know the Call of Duty crossover with Street Fighter came out, and I was like, that's very strange. Like that Street Fighter could make its way into there, and I remember Akuma looked absolutely crazy in that, so definitely finding its way over. But before we get too lost on the Capcom realm, we got the Common Sense versus Garu for you guys.
You know what? I low-key forgot that Mai was not a Fatal Fury character. I completely forgot because I just is one of the
She's
characters
so
I most
integrated,
recently played. She feels natural to the game, and then Chun-Li just getting added too. I'm just like, oh yeah, it's just totally natural. She's a Fatal Fury character. Just like I say all the time, Geese is my technique.
Heck yeah, dude.
Round one.
And here we got two great forces. We got Common Sense still hanging out with that front-loaded SPG. Let's see if he's able to get it here. A little too far to get that close C without the micro dash. But Garu already taking him out, and that's going to be one of the big reasons people aren't using SPG1 anymore.
Yeah, I think front loading like that is kind of risky. I think you need to save the load for the very end. Like right before you're about to hit the load, you just pull out. So at that point, you can kind of slow things down a little bit, kind of play a little bit more methodical, a little bit more defensive, especially when you have that extra damage mitigation.
Oh, I love that patience from Common Sense. Knows that oftentimes people are going to spend that extra meter, but just doing nothing there is working out so well for him. Got Garu in burnout, trying to dash in, gets the cross under DP, but no finish by Garu.
Oh my gosh, he's still alive. So an opportunity, jumping into the Rapuken. Gotta be careful, he goes for the air Rapuken to kind of zone him out. He's trying to do a deep down 2 and he clawed him out of the air. And even with the scaling from the anti-air, still gonna be enough to kill and stealing away that first round. Garu survives.
Make sure to breathe, Garu. I know I wasn't. My goodness. The final bits of his guard as well. We're gonna definitely spend our level 1 here. Get Common Sense out of SPG, and we're setting ourselves up for success in this first game.
And you see right here, this is exactly where Garu wants to place their opponents, kind of bait something out, especially Rock having access to a couple of good deep freeze as wake-up options. Definitely something you got to pay attention to, but at the same time, I feel like Garu is 3 steps ahead of Common Sense.
Yeah. He's just really adjusting to the play that Andy has right now. He's got a good grasp on how low the meter is. Yes, spending that EX very quickly. Doesn't opt to break him at the moment. Instead, putting him into SPG. Does not have access to that hidden gear to get his overheat back. But a big counter hit here into Raw level 1.
All right, one more interaction. He's just going to do the raw jump in. I like it. Common sense tying things up. Garu's still in the lead in terms of resources. Got access to 2 sticks of butter. Let's see if he's willing to use it sometime this round.
Yeah, definitely should opt to try and get these going fast, especially at 50% meter build. We need to find a good option to use it, and a great tick throw there, finding the small gap. And now getting hit with some of those SPGs that he so carefully got around last time.
Oh, man, and just like that, just complete domination now in the corner. Not the place you want to be in at all, but let alone against a really strong rock player. They can take advantage of that every day of the week, and he teleported past him. Even the air Rapunkins didn't know where to go, man. They were going like downwards at the floor.
Yeah, and you can also see, how the overheat meter is going a little bit faster. Can't forget, with those buffs, now when you're in SPG, you get out of overheat faster, so it is just better to have more HP during it. The guard crush isn't going to lead to anything, but we do have a lot of HP left. Oh no, he didn't break it!
Yikes, big drop, big mistake right there for Garu, and Common Sense is going to take full advantage of that. Raging Storm to seal the deal and close out game number 1. Garu now still on elimination point, but Common Sense gotta lock it down, because that was only based on a simple mistake from Garu.
Can definitely turn this around. Common Sense 1 game. Nice. This is a great pickup here. Not going to put himself into overheat. Might even want to at this point while he's still in SPG. But he reacts to it. He's on in time. Let's see how he opts to spend this meter. Oh, he doesn't. No.
Say he's just going to save it. I think he's so low, he has such a big life lead that he's willing to kind of risk saving it for the next round, which I don't mind, especially where his positioning is. And now Garu, I mean, he's got out of that corner, but it came at a big cost.
Yeah. Great staggered lights there. Goes for that double feint, and the moment you think you're free to walk in and throw, the fireball is coming across the floor. It's going to be Common Sense trying to take this round early here.
I'm surprised. The last time he just did a jump back air Rapukin, so even if he tried to dash and get that tip, he still would have gotten crushed. And right now, Common Sense is trying to use his common sense and just keep the combo simple, keep him in the corner, keep him in a situation where he can, close out the set. All of a sudden, Garu, one teleport in is all he needs to kind of shift the momentum, shift the tides back in his favor.
Very nice. Got a big counter hit here. Doesn't have the option to keep it going. So he ran out of meter, got the dash out. What do we do here?
Oh, he tried to jump it again, but he's ready for the anti-air. He's just going to go for the easy confirm, straight into the level 2. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Common Sense takes it in a 2-0 fashion over Garu, moving on in our top 8.
Yeah, put on a really nice show of what you need to excel at in that matchup. Found some great strings, some good solid hits, and didn't make a lot of mistakes. Do we have that replay, guys? Before I keep going on, do we have to replay? Yeah, we got the replay.
Bro, my man Star's got them replays on lock.
I believe in him. Beautiful pickup here. I'm not sure about that usage there, but I mean, heck, he essentially put Garu in the final moments there in a checkmate situation. And now we're gonna get a nice pickup here. Take him down, run it around. And just solid play overall with that level 3 conversion off of level 2 conversion off of the 3 lights.
Yeah, see, that's where you want to be, and I think that's why Common Sense willing to risk not going for that kill in that one situation where, he was like, oh, just go for an easy level 1, confirm and guarantee the kill. But he had such a big life lead that even if, Garu started to get anything going, he had enough sustain where he could have, survived quite a few interactions, turned things around. But either way, Common Sense still moving on in our brackets here. I think we're going to go to the other side of losers, which we are. It's going to be Tubby. 1-3 against Jack PE. Let's go.
Yeah, and we're seeing that Ronaldo out early in this matchup. I understand the idea of that soccer ball, in theory, is a better projectile, but I mean, those shurikens are monsters for a reason. So let's see how it turns out.
what's annoying is that you can really like pump up the offense. You do the fast version, you can turn it. I mean, just juggling it is always something you got to pay attention to as well. But then when the Ronaldos go for the red soccer ball too, it just really infuriates me because I've just never expected it at the right time.
Yeah. No, this is a very difficult character to get around, and when you have this limited movement that T-Zoc does, you have to make big committal reads to get around it. Right now, he doesn't have those reads. He doesn't have the option that truly finds his way out. But spamming SPG is, hey, it's a really good way to get back in, and this doesn't spend as much meter as it used to, so keep it up.
I was saying, I think it's like the only way you can get it, because otherwise, I mean, you're just betting on finding an EX dive-in to try to find the mark, but on block, those things are very costly.
Yeah, you have to be betting on just defending them, and sometimes that can get really taxing on the player. Oh, goes for the reset there, trying to jump around him, but doesn't get his hop that he wants. Slide in is going to be punishable. Great stuff for Tubby.
Okay, gonna put himself in the overheat though, so he's got to kind of fight his way out of it the hard way. You can see right now, going for the clutch! Finds its mark, but not even getting anything huge off of it, but still just showing that he's not asleep and really willing to throw the counters out when he needs to.
Nice, and finding these great moments to sweep. We're gonna get that guard punish. He's not into the heavy gear. We should just spend the level 1 here, and intelligently does so. Go for that overhead? Nah, he's just gonna get that zoning back.
Yeah, I think he was kind of scared of getting within that grab range, because now you do have access to the level 3, and unfortunately not having the frames to do it though. The soccer ball just being a menace to Tubby's existence. And who would have thought the easy counter to an eagle is a hexagonal ball.
Get ready, fight.
Dodecapolyhedron that it is.
Dude, I was trying to say that word the last time I was commentating. I could not come up with it for the life of me.
Stupid nerd, don't worry about it. All right, let's see what these guys can get through here. Yes, oh, he found a great moment there, but actually didn't believe in himself.
Yeah, he's kind of scared. I mean, every single time he's actually gotten the jump over, he's gotten like a trade. So as well as things like he was like, I'd rather just block in this situation. I'm tired of getting chipped away.
Well, you maybe have to start committing more to that universal overhead, dude. The beak is really, really important. But we're going to be resetting a neutral situation here. Tries to go for that feint into grab, but there's no options available. Get that cross up.
Okay. He's going to spend it. He's going to spend at least oh, I thought you were going to try to spend right there, but still not going to be enough. Jack is being a menace. Now one more interaction, and you know he's going to go for the soccer ball in the air. He's going to...
Oh, no, he
actually... Why did he do the X version? Why? He could have killed.
Oh, yes, very tricky situation there. Definitely had to spend the EX in the proper moments, but okay. We're getting a bit of that reset game finally going for our hero.
Nice. Okay. Like I said, he still knows when to throw out those high counters. I think those have been really paying off for Tubby. I mean, it's one of those answers like he's trying to find an option to kind of close the distance without utilizing a lot of your rev meter. Dude!
That was very nice by Jack. That's a great setup, yeah. Start here. He found that backdash, yo, Jack!
That was a savage. That was a savage, bro. I can't believe he just clean backdash into the confirm, and Jack looking solid on the Ronaldo. And I'm wondering if he just rocks the Ronaldo all the way through losers.
Yeah, potentially. I could see him switching back to Hokutomaru for a couple of these matches. But very solid play. I really liked what I saw there. Obviously, a very tough matchup for Tubby. And still played a very good attempt at it. But that one's just, that's just tier difference, bro. Don't take that personal. You keep on chugging with that awesome T-Zoc that you have. Let me see that replay.
Yeah, I mean, you already hit the nail on it. There's just some situations like you can't control. Like, I mean, to be able to get the dash in like that and try to find a confirm, it's tough, dude. It's a really tough matchup. Meanwhile, I can just sit back and juggle soccer balls for a living and clean you up. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah. But when Jack found those moments, they were very critical and very smart. Oh man, dude, that was so nice. Into the 2-hit non-scaling combo. Just great awareness by Jack to know it'll kill there as well. Love when my players are on top of it.
I'll say that one turned you on a little bit. I could definitely tell you were definitely waking up with that one. So good stuff to Jack moment of the night so far, still alive. Moving on to loser semifinals. We're going to go to the other losers quarterfinal match with Akeem the Dream and Common Sense. So, I don't know. We saw Akeem take care of a Rock Howard a little bit earlier, but he's got to do it one more time. And this time, Common Sense, he was also playing Hulk tomorrow, so may not even have the opportunity for that.
Yeah, Akeem is very likely going to take the first game, and then it is really up to Common Sense to keep that momentum, keep running his direction, and then take this match. I think Akeem's game plan with game one is very strong. He's very good at running the the flow chart plus like the game plan for Terry. But Common Sense is incredibly good at adapting and playing, again, those years of practice, that multiple game catalog that he's got. So I'll have to see how Akeem adapts, if he's able to find it. If Akeem's got a million games underneath his belt, please let me know as well, because I just know you from this one, my guy, and that's on me.
I think he plays Guilty Gear as well, if I remember. I probably should know a little bit more about my ambassadors, but that's on me. You know me. I'm around. Maybe too much.
No, I can never be too much
like
when we're trying to cultivate it, baby.
Yeah, sorry, man. My fault, gang. I didn't recognize your style, your swagger. But we're gonna have the swagger, the title screen characters. Let's go. Rock Howard, Terry Bogard. Let's find some action.
We got blue versus red as well. Love to see it. Again, starting
Ain't
off
no
with
blood
that
gold
SPG. Oh, dude, we're staying out of Halo for a little bit longer. Yeah, starting off with the zoning war. Not something you always see to start these games from these characters, but Akeem's getting that patience lost a little bit. Going to be put into SPG early, though. He does have access to it. I don't think he was ready for it. So many people are not running that SPG in the first slot.
Yeah, he got a little too comfortable. Waking up with the DP, still has an opportunity to try to bring things back, but you see the throw from out of nowhere. That was not just the command throws you have to worry about, you still got to worry about his really strong neutral. I think Rock really strives in those wake-up situations because he has access to so many wake-up tools.
Yeah, big time between the DP, the command throw, the command dash into a safe flow. This character has an ample amount of them. The only part of his gameplay he's really lacking is the damage.
Right. Which is, obviously, if you get multiple consecutive interactions in a row, I think the damage will, kind of even itself out. Because, we were talking about that dash in, the command dash. Being able to have access to that moon slicer is so crazy. Having 3 cross-up opportunities.
Oh, nice. We're going to get a huge pickup here. Just slightly whipping that wild punish, unfortunately. But Common Sense gonna not die here because of the scaling, but this is going to hurt plenty and big.
Power Geyser level 3 connection. One more guess here is Akeem. He has access to his level 3, but he may not even have an opportunity to use it. He's got to find an opening here. One hit is all Common Sense needs.
Stop. Take it patient here. You're gonna regain meter faster than him, but not if your toes are already cracked into the ground. Common Sense gonna go up the first game, and I'm quickly proven wrong.
Yeah, it was one of those things like he was put in a really tough spot because his red meter was so high he couldn't throw out an EX version without putting himself into overheat. So definitely good situational awareness for Common Sense. Just playing it slow, playing methodical. He could even thrown out a feint here and there just to kind of bait him into jumping because Akeem has been, tending to go to the air quite a bit in this matchup.
Yeah, I feel like Akeem is not quite used to being on the defensive with the zoning. Like, I think he's used to just EX Fireball kind of carrying him through the neutral position. But now that he has to play a character who's kind of got the similar tools, we're falling a little bit. SPG.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things like when you're the one doing it, it's great. But then the moment they start doing it to you, it's like, hold on, this might be broken. Oh my gosh! Speaking of broken, Akeem getting broken in 2 right now. Common Sense, one more round to eliminate Akeem the Dream and move on into loser semifinals. And right now he's in a driver's seat of this match, not even flinching a bit.
Very nice. Great dash lights there. Finding the close variations as well to continue that very plus pressure. We're dashing in, trying to find the sweep. No punish on the side of Akeem. But finally getting his first hits of this round.
Oh, man. Yeah, and he can just keep spamming that because it's one of those things. He's not an SPG. He's not able to get his own version of the Red Blow in time. Now when he's in overheat, he's in a really bad situation.
The only thing he was able to get is Common Sense out of that level, or that SPG, and spending the level 1. Be a good way to even up the life here. Gets to do a couple risky DPs while he's at it and waiting for his overheat to end.
Oh, he tried to go for the anti-air once again, but he's totally ready for the air Putin. Now gets into the cooldown situation, but again, he's still in jeopardy of losing this round and being eliminated from the tournament.
Nice. Able to catch him out of the landing frames there, giving him a little bit of space. Wants to spend that EX and try to get back in. The throw's going to put it really close here and not getting the cross-up DP that he wants because he's on that same side. Stars are even.
He's been doing that empty jump a couple times on the wake up, so this time catching him with the button, a little light kick to kind of close that deal. And the cojones on Akeem to do the same exact situation before. He did the EX version dash in tick throw, and this time he's trying to bait out maybe a button, but it only baits out the Red Blow.
Yeah, I think he was trying to bait it, but he didn't want to commit to that universal anti-air that stops it there. He was just happy to just take the block, and the safe jump setups from Common Sense are finally going to come up here. We're at half of our SPG. 1 to 2 interactions. Nope, that's just going to be the one. Great stuff from Common Sense for taking that first game with the perfect.
All right, and that's going to do it for Akeem the Dream. And unfortunately, the road ends here down at 5th place, but still, great performance tonight. Common Sense moving on to the loser semifinals. Man, what a call out. That's 2 situations right there where he just saw the green stuff and he's willing to spend the money right back at you.
Yeah, if you're not ready, I mean, so many times in this game, SPG is not active in the current meta because people aren't running it in game 1, aren't running it in the beginning. But let's just see what he does here. Immediately reacts to it, finds his great pickup into that level 1. No, he's just going to get the SPG and get that extra damage and a beautiful punish into that hidden gear. So many highlights of Common Sense doing it great. But let's see some of Akeem's here. Nope, we're going to get punished instead.
It is crazy. He started with the counter of the Red Blow for Red Blow and ends with it. So it's one of those things, again, you were talking about how rare it is to see it so early on, just because, again, a lot of people opt to go for the SPG towards the end for that extra damage mitigation. However, I think for players that have the confidence in their game plan, like Common Sense and like Diaz, all the same. They're going to put it at the beginning. They know what game plan they want to come in with and how they want to inflict the pain. And they can't really do that if they're trying to wait for SPG to kind of creep along in their health bar.
Yeah, able to just pilot that game plan absolutely perfect. I have a very funny feeling we're going to have a couple of spare minutes here as we get our winner side match together. We got Diaz versus Scheme in the sidelines right now. We're just going to be waiting for these 2 players. I mean, down there in the little preview bracket, we're seeing the 2 top tiers of this game. The only one we're missing is Akine. And honestly, good riddance. I don't want to see him here anyways.
It's kind of weird that you mentioned like Kine being the top, like one of the top tier ones.
Yeah.
And if you got, I mean, obviously you watched the SWC, but I think it was fun to see some different characters like the Rodriguez come out for a couple different players and stuff like that. That kind of broke the monotony in the top tier game.
Yeah, I mean, Marco is definitely an incredibly strong character in this game. His game plan is so singular and strong that a child could pilot it correctly, but it doesn't make what he does any less impactful. Going for that overhead, finding the low, and I am wrong. Dude, let's keep being wrong all
glad
day.
You're wrong, man. You know what? I was hoping you're wrong. I very rarely wish my co-commentator to be wrong, but I'm glad he was.
Hey. Get me wrong every day if it keeps these matches running and keeps our downtime to a minimum. This is our first to 3 for the evening, fighting for the grand final spot. We've got Scheme, we've got Diaz. Let's see who comes out on top.
Oh, I like Scheme's motto right there. Go hard or go home. This is where it matters the most. First to 3 action. Let's get it going.
Well, and obviously, we're going to start off pretty strong with that zoning game, but the first whiff of the match is a huge one there. getting that wild punishment scheme, immediately resetting it, and finding that option select to get rid of that. That air throw is such a privileged thing in this game.
Look at that. You were talking about the LR earlier, Y-Cry, and look at that. Now I'm starting to see what you're saying. The non-imaginary numbers. You were not insane.
Yeah, the LP versus LR statement. It's so... I can't remember all of these stupid things, but...
Oh, we caught him! Oh, still an opportunity. Rev guard. I very rarely see that too, so I'm glad to see Diaz willing to utilize all of his defensive resources. Nice JD. Just gotta keep the chip damage to a minimum. Counter hit, but he's not able to get anything big off it. He's gonna spend the level 1, and he caught him again. Counter hit for Scheme on this first round here.
A risky final move there, but knowing he has a lot of rounds to work with, it's a good time to represent the option that you're an incredibly volatile player and start baiting them into these unsafe scenarios, but Diaz firing right back with speed.
See, this was crazy. Again, like the defensive options normally reign supreme in these matchups, but with these two players, they're not going to let them just walk all over each other. I'm willing to press. I'm willing to go for the gusto. You see right now, Diaz just taking full force, full Baja Blast to the face.
Great stuff here. Yes, excellent job of not spending your level 1 in that situation. It wouldn't have netted you any more positive interactions. But a good time to do it here. Nope, not quite fast enough.
He's got to get something big here. One more low interaction should be enough to get that clean confirmed into a level 1. The counter hit after counter hit. Again, Diaz bringing it back from the brink of defeat of that round. Final round here, game number 1.
I don't know if you know this because it's a very niche meta thing to know in this game. But off of a Rev guard, if Hikaru gets a light, she can still do a command grab afterwards. It's not an unblockable, it is a very hard to dodge interaction. That is why he was jumping so much.
That makes sense. I was kind of confused about what the random jumps were, but I tend to forget. I think Hotaru is one of the stronger characters in the game. Beyond the command, another hit confirm again for Scheme. But now Diaz has access to SPG, and this is where it gets the toughest. We were talking about the Devil Eyes, and she's burning.
Yeah, great EX here. Going to set yourself up for a great interaction. Oh, actually finds the bait and gets that heavy normal here. We don't have any bar to extend this, but I don't know if we need it. Oh, we do. Woo!
Wow, just barely caught Diaz out of the sky. And Scheme starting off right on this winner's final sets. First to 3, so still a lot more Fatal Fury to be played. However, Scheme is starting off on the right foot.
Round 1.
Now, a little risky, a little dangerous, but hey, there's no other way I'd rather play a fighting game right now. Starting off a little more conservative to start here. You can already see that crouching B. It might have been nerfed to hell on Billy, but this character definitely still has an arrogant one.
Oh yeah, no, it's not the yada yada yada, but it is still gonna hurt nonetheless.
Nice. Just finding those frame traps here, and just going through the command combo for Rev. Beautiful stuff. Scheme gonna get that safe jump, opts to go against it in hopes that a SPG comes out, and a frame trap. Beautiful stuff.
I wasn't even guaranteeing that last bit right there, but again, all I've been seeing is stained on my screen has either been wild punish or counter hit. These guys are definitely pressing a lot of buttons.
Solid start again. Scheme finding hit after hit. Very nice.
Is this a replay?
It's certainly feeling like one right now, but SPG is on deck, and there's plenty of life left on the side of Diaz right now. Or rather, there was, sir. I wish your day could well.
Wow. What a turn of events right now. Scheme dominating on this winner's finals, already 2-0 up, looking really clean against Diaz. And as well as things that, the reason why I say surprising, Diaz has been going on a tear. Multiple grand finals winner side appearances over the past 4 weeks. So Diaz in jeopardy of getting sent down to losers prior for the grand finals. So gonna be really unorthodox for him to try to make that fifth consecutive win. The Scheme is in the driver's seat.
I will say one of the things that Diaz is definitely known for in the community is the loser's bracket fire. Sometimes he gets a little silly over in the winner's side and throws a game, and then he comes back into losers and makes everybody's day a whole lot worse. So,
all right,
looks like he's trying to get started early.
I was gonna say Wildcry. I don't think he's in losers yet because he's coming right now.
Oh, why did she get 2 lights off of an overhead meaty?
I'm just innocent little girl. I get 2 light skills.
That's really nice. I wish the character had that. Oh wait, it does.
I was saying, don't you play Preacher, bro?
No, I'm playing Chun pretty much the whole time right now. And off my meaty overhead, I get a medium punch, so I'm pretty blessed.
I'll say he's pretty blessed.
Yeah, she got some good stuff. Still bottom tier, but she's pretty good. She's a good bottom tier.
Gosh. Counter, Diaz. Luckily for Scheme, he's not in SPG range quite yet, but it's still something he's really got to worry about because it's that little last hurdle he's still got to deal with beyond this little pixel.
Oh, he got the right cross up underneath there. That's up. Got the level 1. It's not going to be nearly enough, but it's okay.
Rev guard, I like it. And he's just avoiding the cross up time and time again. And Diaz, like I said, you were talking about how he has this mental fortitude, the tenacity to stay alive in these matches, and it's definitely showing right now. On the brink of defeat, he still found a game. Still got a little bit more work to do to try to bring things back into alignment, but definitely would not count him out. Wouldn't get too comfortable skiing because it looks like Diaz is starting to get some firepower.
Can always bring this right back, and the best way to do that is before it gets too out of control. There's a reason they've been winning so many matches here. We're not quite out of SPG, but gosh darn it, are we close?
Yeah, I was gonna say one more interaction potentially, so still got to worry about the rev blow coming out. Yep, there it is, and baits it out, soup to sweet.
Able to try and get around there though. Really solid crouching heavy punch coming out from Scheme. Finds another hit instead though. Able to get the level 1 scan before they get into SPG to get that full scaling as well. This is off to a really solid start. Ooh.
Dude, this is so crazy.
Oh,
somebody
just
raw. Just do it. In the wise words of Captain No Fun, just take it. Take it, Wildcry.
That's usually what I'm doing over here, especially against these 2 monsters. My happy place is like losers in top 8. Not over here on the scary side.
Wow, I would like broke my sound barrier. Wow, what the hell? Still dashing back and forth. A lot of neutral being played, despite how much damage has been like implemented by both these players. A lot of small Fatal Fury been played.
Oh yeah, taking it nice and slow, trying to get things going here. If Scheme is able to take this one without using any bar, we can definitely see a good opportunity here. But Diaz gonna spend a little bit.
Hands on the chest. What's the next wake-up interaction? Gonna go for Rev Guard this time. I like it. Like I said, that's the change you've been having. You've been... Oh! Hold on. Okay. SPG is in. Teleport finds its mark.
Oh, baited it out!
Baited. Level 1 to get the kill. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Set point now for Scheme to move on into grand finals.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pick up there. Patience finally paying off there. And he is able to take this. He's going to take Akeem, or rather Diaz, to a potential final little interaction here before that. I mean, I'm just assuming we're going to see him in the grand finals. These 2 are just playing out of their minds.
My goodness, keeping it going. Hands on the chest again. Just hold that up. He said grand finals. What, for who? For me? You better be talking about me because I still got SPG locked and loaded. But now we're in a situation with a potential level 2 confirm could be enough to kill.
Oh, for sure. And we have that red line and we're going to spend it. It's not enough. The scaling on SPG doesn't matter when the final hit connects. Great stuff to Scheme, winning that 3-1.
Wow, what a call out right there. Going for the teleport immediately after Shuriken. I mean, that's how you know he's confident in his game plan. If he's willing to just raw teleport like that without any fear, it's just a testament to his skill right there. Great stuff from Scheme, trying to upset the people. This man Diaz was on a 4-week win streak of the tournament, not just matches. I'm talking about winning the whole tournament. So to uproot somebody that's been winning so dominantly like that is just showing that tonight might be his night.
Yeah, I mean, definitely put on a great performance to show off that he can do it. Just has to keep up the intensity, keep up the passion to keep going, and not get DQ because you're playing in other brackets. All right, Joe. All right, folks. let's keep it all together tonight.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think what's so bizarre. I mean, wouldn't even say bizarre, but so talented between these guys that they know how to shift up their play style. Because I think if they played any other opponent, like if you watch Diaz's match against a team, night and day difference in terms of like when they wanted to press, when they wanted to spend some of their meter. It just versus that match, it was just all buttons, all offense, all day.
Absolutely, and that's what this game truly excels at until you get into those awkward moments where both players are full screen throwing fireballs, and you're like, all right, which one of us is gonna like croak chicken first? For sure. It's a scary game out here, but unfortunately we are going to see Diaz going off to that loser side, our first seed, down there a little bit, and we're going to kick it back a little bit here and get our last first to 2 before we cook for the rest of the evening. We got Common Sense and Jack PE hanging out with you guys.
Man, dude. See, and this is one of those matches where, I try not to be biased. I try not to say Tekken, has it down, but having first to 3 in those top 4 matches, it's nice. And this is one of those rare situations like, man, I really wish this was first to 3. I want to see more because I think these two are about to go the distance.
Yes. Now, I understand why we don't do first to 3. Our evenings would be very, very long. But, I mean, maybe once would be pretty fun. I won't lie. And I'll definitely be playing that evening because I want those matches, baby. I want to play.
You know what I want more than those matches, Why Cry?
Tell me.
I want people to claim these Matcherino codes. Exclamation point Matcherino. Free codes to claim. You guys have been doing fantastic with claiming these codes. Again, earlier we had Plain Yogurt drop $12 into our prize pool, directly contributing $12 out of their own pocket into our prize pool for our competitors tonight. We still have $47.50 coming in from SNK at some point in time tonight, but we get another 20 codes for free. So 25-cent free codes for you guys to claim. So please log in, get those codes claimed. It takes like 3 clicks. It takes like 10 seconds.
Absolutely. I know we just dropped it in the chat for you guys. Get it done fast before this next match comes up. And we are going to see Jack staying on that Ronaldo. Very interested to see this.
I was telling you, I think he goes the Ronaldo for the entire loser side match. Because even if he goes against Diaz, which is the person who sent him down to losers, I think he's going to want to go for that Ronaldo matchup. And I'm hoping he kind of keeps it warm.
Both of our players here starting off with very arrogant options. Common Sense going for that sweep, and then Jack immediately going with the DP. But he's got those safe setups. He's got the fire in him. He's waiting for Common Sense to do something here. Oh, another sweep.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you know what?
He knows something I don't.
3 is good for me. Oh, he tries to go for the soccer ball setup again, but this time going to get interrupt. And again, projectile versus projectile. I think it's going to be tough for Ronaldo in this matchup because I think the error with defense is something you got to pay attention to unless you just march him down and close out that first round.
A command dashing normals. Very, very strong. Just not a lot of characters with him. And one of the other ones, which is going to be our DJ that we never see anymore, having the other one. Not quite a character we're necessarily worried about very often.
You see, that's why he keeps going for the air fireball, because I think the air fireball is so much better in that matchup, just because he can kind of avoid the soccer ball together with the EX or the red or the blue. I'll dodge them both. You see right now, he's got to go for the mix. He's got to go for the purple soccer ball, mixing it up with the same tick throws. Oh, and he's going to wake up DP to get himself out of that corner.
And luckily, spending that level 1 so early allows you this privilege of bar game where Common Sense has to fight their way out and keep trying to spend it to contest their fireball game. So, nice, great red fireball there, going to be able to dash in and try and regain his pressure.
And here I thought you'd be safe in the sky, but unfortunately, these soccer balls got wings, bro.
This
They
ain't no
can't
fly
put them
zone.
out of there.
You stay down. You got to deal with this pressure. Look at that. I just kick it around a little bit. This game's goofy.
Oh, DP this time. Finding his way. Still got him into burnout. And yeah, there's nothing he could do. So watch this movie, Raging Storm, not enough to kill.
Oh, very arrogant use of that level 1, but a great idea. And Jack is going to go up first in this only first to 2. This is scary.
Oh, dude, I thought Common Sense had that round, dude. I thought that Raging Storm was going to be enough to kill. But all of a sudden, Jack persevered. That's what we're talking about. How important it is to have the SPG towards the end of your life bar. That damage mitigation made the difference.
It is absolutely huge. And on those multi-hitting ones, it's even worse because of the multiple hits. It scales at 0.3 for each of those hits. So, honestly, generally, it's just better to use that normal level 1 blue line and keep things going your way. But when you have an advantage like this, let's try and push it.
Okay, paints it out this time. He's been using soccer balls a lot in the command throw, finding its mark. Big damage here, but he does put himself into overheat, so comes at a cost. Hopefully it's not going to be a death lead.
He could have broke DP, but he didn't go for it, and Common Sense is too right with it. The tick throw game on point. Keep it up.
My man, I like it. I like this. I like the aggression that I'm seeing right now. And I think one of those things, that's where he kind of messed up in that last round, where he kind of tried to play a little too defensive, play a little too safe, trying to go for the options at range 4. Now he's gonna go range 0 to the face. Burning knuckle, baby. Give it to him.
God, he's mashing there. Jack, you're crazy. Stop. Please. For me, my little heart can't take it.
He can't get it away.
Great confirmed by Common.
Oh my gosh! And bam, baby. Wham, bam. Get him down, baby. Level 1 to confirm. Little blue line to kill. And ties things up. 1 game apiece here in semifinals. Only first to 2. So a first to 1 essentially to settle the score and see who moves on to play Diaz in that losers finals.
This is what I'm talking about over here. This is that good stuff. This is like the losers final match that we truly needed. But unfortunately, you guys are stuck in semis. You gotta brawl it out. Whoever gets the honor of playing against Diaz is next. Oh my
I told
God.
you, Waka, this is the one situation I'm like, man, make it a first to 3, please. This is so sick. These guys are going the distance. Final game, and I'm guessing it's going to be a final round situation between these two. But right now, you can see already starting off hot, early overheat situation for Common Sense, but still trying to utilize whatever little bit SPG he has left.
Yeah, and he's trying to use that overheat early so that way he can at least build his bar back while he's an SPG. Very smart awareness by Common, and finding a beautiful sweep there. He's been a little liberal with them, but they're working out so well. Tell me what you gotta say, Lee.
God, dude, he got really lucky. Dude, he just had SPG the first time he went for the Rev Guard, or the Rev Blow, but still has an opportunity to try to close things out here. Common Sense, potentially 1 interaction, especially with having access to a level 2. It's definitely going to be risky to try to go for any type of interaction. 1 little poke, now an overheat again. Now they have to play the neutral game, and against a Ronaldo with SPG, you're just asking to be blown up.
Oh, it held the block a little too long, but Jack not getting the pickup that he needs there. This
No
is
way,
too
no
much
way.
meter to leave on the hands of
No.
Common, and it doesn't matter. The DP.
Set point for Jack. Man, it was so close. Common Sense was almost able to close that out. But alas, that was a miracle that he had right there. Because that drop was almost costly for Jack. But either way, maintaining composure, still in the driver's seat of this match. He's still going.
That was a beautiful neutral placement of that air crusher there. Going to be really hard for Common Sense to get back to SPG. In fact, at this point, I think it's near to impossible. Going to just have to play this one without the SPG the whole round.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, especially look how high his rev meter is. I mean, he's dangerously close to burnout, and I think Jack is really
That might
taking
do it.
advantage of that every time. Access to level 1, even if he didn't need it. So just like that, Jack is going to be able to capitalize and move on into losers finals, eliminating Common Sense. Sucks, I love seeing my Rock Howard, but Looks like soccer will prevail.
Yeah, really good stuff to Common Sense, obviously, was kind of figuring it out, and then Jack took on a little bit of a new persona with the way he was presenting his offense, started being a little more liberal with his buttons, realized it kind of felt like Common wasn't quite respecting the frame data, instead just being hyper defensive, and he latched onto it right away and started breathing in a breath of fresh air. Great confirms too from Jack. Yeah, did you see that? I mean, ridiculous stuff.
Dude, I mean, every single situation, it just goes the full length of that match. I mean, it could have gone anybody's way. We see right there, I mean, a one chance is all he needed to kind of bring things back into alignment, but luckily, he just went for something big right there, because, I mean, he blocks that, it would have been a completely different game.
Yeah, it's the case with many interactions in this stuff. It is feast or famine, and this time, Ronaldo's getting in the calories, taking himself onto losers finals, where he has to fight Diaz. I will say dessert kind of sucks for you, but hey, at least you made it through the full 4 meals, so I don't envy you.
I was going to say, big back energy right now. You better hope you got room for that dessert, because right now we've got one hell of a dessert, one hell of a treat in store for you guys. This is a winners semifinals run back. We had Diaz send, man, I just brain farted because I saw TBD. We got Jack bringing it back into losers finals. This is going to be crazy because, again, now we're back into a 1st-to-3 territory. I think if Jack had a little bit more time, I think he could have turned things around.
Yeah. Well, I don't know
what bracket I'm looking at. I don't know what bracket I'm looking at.
I'm like, Jack hasn't fought Diaz tonight. He did, however, fight Scheme, the person sitting off in winners finals. And if he's able to keep this going, he is going to get a chance at redemption. But as we were saying, Diaz, top seed of this bracket, has won 4 after this and is definitely looking for 5. Just because he's in the loser side does not make him out of this at all. And we were talking about counter picks earlier where Ronaldo might be kind of good against Hokutomaru and some of these other like aerial-based characters. That is not the case versus Hotaru. There is no counterpicking this character. The only one that beats her is herself.
Mm-hmm. You got to make sure you open up your opponent. I think neutral is going to be a really tough ask in this matchup. However, it can be done because I think out of all the characters that can do it, Ronaldo definitely has the opportunity to shift the tides a bit.
Yeah, one of the best things he has for himself is he has a very difficult kit to understand. His light punch can be anywhere from +3 to -2, which is really good against a character with one of a very fast light, because you can get them to bait themselves into a couple light situations, and you're either trying to back away from it and try and get that light or that heavy punch button, or mash and get in front of them. Like, that's what I'm playing for the whole time if I'm against the Hotaru like Diaz.
Yeah, I love trying out those light jabs. Just kind of keep the neutral game
Bump it with
small.
that chest.
Oh, yeah, you got to hit him with the
Yeah, that's that like variable +3 button.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, it's spacing dependent. It's a really silly one. In Street Fighter V, Oro had something like that with his knee. But we're gonna get right into this losers final match. Another 1st-to-3 treat for you guys. Let's see what our players bring to the table with their SBGs. And we're taking it to the training stage, too. Not often we see this one.
Bro, you actually have some big back references nonstop. Let's see if Diaz can open up his can whoop ass in this match.
Oh, God, sorry. My ankles. You can't cripple a soccer player that early into the match. That's not fair. He's wearing shin guards, for God's sake.
Yeah, I was going to say that. You're calling for a yellow card right now.
Yeah, offside. This child out of here. There's no way they're 18. Nice.
Oh my gosh. Dude, Diaz, pick it up where he left off. I mean, I want to talk about how many times he's beaten him. I mean, this is pure domination that first round.
Yeah, like I was saying, there is a very good chance Diaz is even more mad than he was on winner's side. So,
oh my goodness,
he's probably got other brackets to win too. So he's trying to speed run this.
Yeah, you definitely awoken the beast, and he is angry.
Starting off strong, yes, that's a really good trade there. We cannot overcommit to this SBG though, because we know we're looking for it. Still finds a great opportunity to use it here. Finds the jump in. The hop is beautiful. We do have access to level 1, which I think we should use over the hidden gear. But hey, don't listen to me. I'm just some filthy commentator. Let's get that shwee going in just a sec.
I think what it is, he's worried about, like, he's pretty confident winning this round and wants to build back to another bar. So maybe he's confident in his matchup here, especially having access to SPG. He's going to mitigate a lot more damage here. So let's see if he can try to close things out. The whiff, but not anything can capitalize off of that.
Yeah, and no just defense here is very telling right now. Trying to dash in and not finding it. Diaz is very aware of it and finds the throw. Overhead mix-up. Jack still fighting here.
So smart. That was like a seed he planted. That one little dashing slide was just enough to be able to keep him ducking in that situation, keep him guessing that corner. That's what you need to make. You need to make the auto player play defense. Otherwise, it's going to be all this. It's going to be button after button.
You see that invincibility frame popping through the crouching heavy punch? That was some beautiful stuff. You got that level 1 to close out this additional damage. And now we got the dash command throw. Wait for it. Aw, dang it. Come on, Diaz. Don't prove me wrong.
Oh, trying to go for a throw, but just out of range. Yeah, you got to get really close for that. And not close enough. Diaz taking that first game. It was definitely closer than I anticipated, but Jack still has some signs of life.
Solid stuff for the moment. Diaz just kind of taking a quick breather. Sometimes, like, even the best Ronaldos will just take your breath away because they're very aggressive. They're very in your face, and it's hard to recognize all the buttons that are coming out with this character.
Oh yeah, very slippery. I think his animations are definitely one of the scary ones to deal with because, like, you never know what's going to come next. You can just give a random slide. You can just be met with another soccer ball mix, getting caught. You saw Diaz in that first game getting caught with the overhand. Oh,
Nice.
No!
Yeah,
Nice
and luckily
big.
he actually took that hit very smart, whether intentional or not. It took him out of a very scary situation. He is able to just DP through this big string. And we do have access to level 1. We probably shouldn't spend it, right? Yeah. Get that bar going.
Oh yeah, just keep applying pressure. Both of the players now in SPG, but the difference is Jack is still in overheat. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that SPG 3 also the fastest one to get out of it. Oh my god, he's ready for it.
He's that well one too many times because he did that same interaction time and time again, but this time Diaz is ready for it, going for the high counter. He doesn't want to risk going for the red blow trades in that situation because I think Ronaldo is like one of those few characters that's kind of slippery like Kim's.
Oh yeah, definitely has a bit of that arrogant movement options in his kit. Well, he might not have anything as specific as that. Having a little button to hold down the neutral definitely helps. We have that level 1 here to tack on some extra damage. Jack needs to get a fireball set up fast, and I think we need it EX.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm surprised he didn't try to just go for a juggle situation. Maybe just favored the corner situation even more. Going for the rev. You gotta watch out, green, lean. One more time. Slide again.
Oh my god, 2 really good situations there from Jack, and a little slow on the slide to get the confirm that he needs.
No way!
He's still punishable, baby. And that's gonna be Diaz going up 2-0. Yeah, it's a good rev blow too. She has some good options in this game.
I could tell that one made you. I mean, we heard you throw up. We heard you vocally throw up earlier, so I can imagine the reminiscing of the vomit is still on your desk because that was a crazy call out to Red Blow from like range 3.
Yeah, it's just one of those options. This character is truly just got an infinite amount of them. Great mix again. This is one of the reasons using Rev Guard against this character is so important. But again, you gotta remember, she's got the best command throw in the entire game. So the moment you start Rev Guarding, you're gonna start taking even more damage.
Yeah, how can I forget? Out of all the slew of offense, she's got an amazing command throw on top to top it all off. The cherry on top, one might say. I have to keep going food references for you since you're so hungry.
I shouldn't be hungry. I had a good day. All right.
Feels like Diaz is getting good food right now. He's chomping them up, chomping them into bits. He's still going. We get seconds.
Nice. Nice. Recognizing he's not in that rev blow yet. Can't quite contest with the SBG. Trying to spend it before he gets there. Oh, no DP punish. Where's the pickup? Finds that command throw, though. This is probably going to be it. We're just going to spend that hidden gear, right?
Yeah, he got red line too. I'm sorry, hidden gear. Yeah, he's 100%. Level 3 access. We were talking about how plus that chest was, but how plus is that?
Wow. No protective gear on that, baby.
All right, set point for Diaz. And you already talked about earlier, why cry about how much of a demon he is on that loser side. And I don't know, I'm not big into Spanish, but I think that's what Diaz translates to.
Definitely feels like demon right now. Picking up every solid hit they can. Gets that quick run around to try and find a neutral situation that is advantageous. But, I mean, Jack really fighting back with everything he has left right now. Let's see if we can find a good hit.
And the sad thing is, I feel like he's not playing bad either. He's just playing against a beast.
Playing against top one and a player who can pilot it well. It's gonna be tricky.
Ooh, JD only had taken so far though. Now I think he's trying to go back to the soccer ball setups here. And I like he's still stuck out with Ronaldo all the way through, but is it gonna be enough here? One more interaction, he's gonna get caught. One more meaty low chest into level 2. Will surely be dead. SPG still alive. No!
The final piece of the puzzle to close things out is going to be Hotaru's insane hopping D there. Incredible pickup, incredible set. Jack should not be disappointed with that 3-0, playing one of the best in the game, and did a fantastic job at it. Great stuff.
Yeah, dude, super solid. Again, there's nothing to scoff at. I think finishing top 3 in this tournament is definitely a monumental feat. So the fact that you made it here to begin with is a great thing. Of course, you got to play one of the best, and that's what you have to do in these tournaments, man. No matter how good you are, you still got to play against some legends out here. I mean, definitely Diaz, one of the legends out here, won 4 consecutive breakouts, trying to make it a 5th tonight. And he's definitely on the road to do so. He's got to just uproot Skiing now in that grand finals. But again, can't talk enough about how good Jack was among a ton of characters, because this is not even his main. Still pulling out the Ronaldo and still looking pretty solid.
Yeah, for sure. And just so many clips of Hotaru getting the absolute money shot in. And that hopping D is going to be what closed out our loser's side of the 3-0. Oh, great stuff. Once we get Scheme here, we'll get this grand finals going for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with Breakout Series all evening tonight. We've had a lot of people in chat watching. Believe me, I love when you guys are here. But don't forget to sign up for this bracket. It's free to do. We'd love to see you play. And I want to play against you because I'm taking a little break for the rest of December on the commentary portion. I gotta get these reps in, my guys.
I like it, man. Yeah, you got to get ready for... Are you going to Frosty?
I am. I have a wonderful schedule lined up so far. We got Frosties for the last week of January. We got Max Mode for the last week of February. And then we got Texas Showdown for the last weekend of March.
Yeah, so definitely... I'm hoping I can get to go to Max Mode. I probably won't go unless I get selected for commentary. So that's what I'm saying. It's a big commitment going down to Georgia. I know a couple folks down there. I know Surbot actually is from Georgia, so hopefully I'll get to see you at a few of these events, including Frosties and most of you guys. But again, we encourage you to heavily join these events. Again, they're free to enter. Free to enter. Happens every week. Same exact start time. So don't DM me and ask me what time's it start.
DM me.
I'm gonna crash out.
DM me.
No,
I'll take it.
Don't DM him. Bro, I can't tell you how many DMs I get 10 minutes before the bracket starts. And they go, please, Leapfrog, can you get me in? I'm like, bro, go ask Piplup.
What ball do you think I have?
I'm like, I am a commentator and a washed-up player, bro. Like, I am not somebody that can, make these chess pieces move.
No, beg the TOs. Come on, get out of my head.
I'm like, no bother. Piplup and 5-4. Those are the people you should be messaging, bro. Not me. Not the ambassador.
No. But you could my suggestion to all players is always sign up early, DQ near the timer. If you realize 15 minutes late, I'm not going to make it, send that TO hey, super sorry, I'm not going to make it tonight. I think it's a lot easier to remove a person then add a person in the final moments and reseed an entire bracket. So just my opinion, though.
And on top of that, again, it's free to enter, so it's not like you're losing out on anything if you just can't show up. We have timers for a reason. They'll auto DQ you. It's super simple. Just sign up. Every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern for Fatal Fury. We have tons of other games as well. Tuesday, we run 2XKO. Wednesday, we run the Tekken. I don't think we're doing anything Thursday, do we?
Nah, I'm not super. Unfortunately, the really only thing I've been focusing on is Fatal Fury, and sometimes I'll sneak over to a Street Fighter stream if they don't have anybody else at the moment.
But, my man.
Yeah, both my games getting a little stale right now. I need some balance patches or some new mechanics in these games already, but at least I get big tomorrow.
If you ever want to dip your toe in the Tekken scene, dude, we're more than happy to have you join.
Dude, let me put it this way. I've thought about Tekken a couple of times, but I live in Central Florida. I got to compete with Justice Spirit and Foxhound, two TNS main stage commentators. Bro, I ain't ever getting on that chair. Let's just be honest.
I was going to say, you are definitely in good company of some great talent.
I'm sure they'd love to have me, but let's just be real. I'm fighting an uphill battle. I'll be the third chair, bro. I'd be in the corner.
Yeah, you'll be on the cut couch for sure.
Yeah.
So speaking of great talent, grand finals time. Diaz trying to make it 5 consecutive weeks winning here at Breakout, but he's got to reset the bracket against Scheme. Let's go.
Nice. A solid start with the breaks, but you immediately see that Rev guard, so he doesn't have to pick his side. All he's got to do is block low and hope for the best. Up to a solid start with that EX. Great placement into the empty low. We still have access. Oh, that is an unblockable. So that is one of Lataru's another amazing feat. If she catches you low enough to the ground with that hit, you cannot block it. And now we are stuck in the vortex. Not quite enough to kill here, so we're just going to spin that SPG.
Can I block this? Ah!
You can't block it, so don't worry. It's not your fault.
Round 2.
Damn. See, I mean, this is what I was talking about. Look how fast Diaz has shifted up his game. I mean, last game he was playing so passive, a little bit more defensive against Ronaldo, but now this game just complete buttons galore.
Nice start here. Getting out of SPG and immediately recognizing we can do that level 1 unscaled. Diaz is just playing textbook by the books right now, but Scheme finally trying to rip up the knowledge. Jump in with smart, but this is going to be blocked into hyper guard. Beautiful.
Unreal.
Or dead.
And look at the patience from Diaz. He went from just buttons barrage all the way to hyper defense, the Justin Evo 37 moment. Just
little easier in this one, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Round 1.
But still, like, just to be able to shift to the mindset, it's just so impressive to me. I'm gonna be a hardcore Diaz Glazer. I like seeing the champ. I like seeing people dominate. You know, the Arslan Ash of Evo. We're not quite there at the Evo moments yet. However, Diaz does want to keep that streak going.
Well, I will say, this game at Evo 26 Las Vegas was actually incredibly fun to watch. It was a very tight set versus Evo 1, and I actually forget who won it, because I'm terrible.
It was Zhao, right?
It might have been? I literally forget.
I believe it was a Zhao Goichi Grand Finals appearance. It's always one of those two that wind up winning the whole thing.
I mean, they're pretty darn good at fighting. I know Zhao Hai definitely was
pretty solid, you know. Definitely somebody to look out for.
Got a nice pickup here. Gonna spend that level 1 to get some of that rev gear back. It was ET. Dang.
Oh, ET. Falcon's ET. I forgot.
Yeah. To be fair.
He was rocking the Kain, right?
Goichi was. Geo won on that Kain. And then he switched to Hokutomaru in like the final match or something like that. And just kind of ran away with it a little bit.
It's kind of crazy to me because, I mean, that's one of the players that I've known for the Marco.
Well, Geo 1 actually has one of the most ridiculous kinds I've ever seen. We can talk about that another time. We have a wonderful grand final here. I'm sorry, I'm getting lost in the sauce remembering.
Sorry, my bad. I started distracting y'all. We're talking about the sauce.
My ADHD brain, dude. Alright, I'm swinging back here. Nice. Beautiful pickup on that jumping heavy punch. We're able to get so much damage out of that, as well as counter hit to confirm afterwards. Not
So nice
dead,
and tasty.
Right? Not dead, right?
No.
Thank goodness.
If he had X at level 1 a little bit sooner, definitely would have been. 80 on the crossover attempt, trying to go for a big button, and he does catch him with that wild punish, but still got a lot more work to do. He can definitely do it though. In a great position. No!
That was an
Too
interesting
slippery.
option. Yeah, I don't know what the red line on Wake Up accomplishes there. Maybe additional iframes, worried about something that Hotaru does, but the level 1 would have sufficed and maybe given us a little more of a chance, but still fighting a huge uphill battle.
Crazy, grand final set. We're about to reset already. One more game is Diaz. All Diaz needs to be able to reset this bracket and bring things back into alignment. But Scheme got another thing on his mind right now. Doesn't have access to SPG anymore. Again, we were talking about the benefits going for the first versus the last section of health bar with that.
And I think Diaz is showing off a really good reason why it's so powerful in that bottom position. You would not have died to that level 1 if you were in SPG 3. So on reset point right now.
This
Losers
is
Diaz
just like
online.
that, dude.
Yeah, it's
Oh
been
my
fast.
gosh. And you heard it here, Wi-Fi telling you guys, make sure you guys be a bottom, otherwise it's not gonna be as fun. We're oddly quiet there.
I know. My buddy just messaged me about something kind of stupidly important.
Alright, I got you. I'll take control of the range. Bam, baby. Big damage here for Diaz. One more interaction is all he's going to need. Caught him out of the air, countering once again. And now he's just going to keep applying pressure. And he's going to do it. Reset for
In explosive
Diaz.
fashion, dude. Diaz absolutely on fire right now.
Unreal. And now, what do we see
Nothing.
Scheme do here? He's going to stick it out with the Hokutomaru. I'm hoping he changes his SPG location, though.
Nah,
About
he
to
went in too
find out
fast.
right here.
He went in way too fast. No way. He's holding it.
He's sticking it
I
out,
think
huh?
I think he starts using it a little more liberally. I do think he's going to start using SPG jump in the air and try and catch some of Diaz's bad buttons that he's throwing out in the air as his punishment.
Let's see if we can make it happen. One more set is all Diaz needs to be your 5 consecutive time Breakout Fatal Fury champ. Let's go. Grand Finals reset. The Sherpa. Scheme is in a really bad spot, both figuratively and literally right now. He is getting blown up to smithereens. Access to a level 1 as well is going to cost him this round. And he's already lost 3 consecutive rounds, hoping and praying to not make it a 4.
Round 2. Get ready.
I mean, it's definitely leaning in the way of Diaz. Fighting this guy when he's in loser's side is something I have had the unfortunate problem dealing with. I played him in winners once, and then you play him in losers the next time, and you're like, who is this guy? What bar did he just turn on to just hit every single time? It's so
Oh
ridiculous.
my gosh, unfortunate. Luckily, I mean, Scheme was doing really well, but then all of a sudden that really costly rev decision is gonna cost him both his SPG and the life. Look at it, dude. You're blinking, you miss it. Now
my
he's in the
God.
lead, and now he just took the round. What just happened? His full life bar vanished in the blink of an eye. Why?
Dude, Rev Dash in the corner is so
Round
crazy.
one.
She
Get ready.
stringed out of him, or springed rather. Oh my god, ridiculous stuff coming out right now. Diaz
Man.
finally taking the lead here of technically the first game.
Yeah, first game of the reset, just going the way of Diaz in a dominant fashion. You already said it, it's spring here in December. Right now, Diaz is leaping to the occasion.
Pickup, yep, just Rev Dash into that corner, find the grab here, make Scheme not want to deal with the incoming stuff. Oh, luckily got away with murder there.
Yeah, that was really a big whiff right there. Luckily, Diaz was not quick enough to pull the trigger in that situation, but either way, Scheme taking advantage, the quick low confirm into level 1, and that's what I'm talking about, the scaling, and he's just going to spend a big chunk of his meter, and I don't know if it's going to be enough to kill. Yeah, he's going to, especially with that drop a little early, but it's okay. The throw is enough to close it out.
Yeah, and we actually did see the option select from Diaz. He finally didn't go for it there, where he just does neutral jump into air throw to try and catch.
Counter!
Nice. Yeah, beautiful stuff here. Oh, that's punishable. Good stuff for Scheme. Recognized it a little late, but still found the budget punish.
I want to say a punish is still a punish, right? As long as you get something. And all of a sudden now, I wish he got a little bit more utilization off the SPG, because now half of his life gone with nothing to show for it. Now Diaz pretty much life about even.
Oh, whiffing there. Definitely no setup off of that one. Just absolute panic right now. Let's see if they can lock in to get their next star and tie things up here. One not going to be dead because of that scaling.
Oh, perfect JD into another throw. Okay, now Scheme finally staunching that bleeding. That was 4 consecutive rounds for Diaz, or games, mind you. And all of a sudden, Scheme finally showing some signs of life, stopping that win streak, and hoping to stop the win streak of the tournaments altogether.
Oh, the backdash Diaz again. He forgot what taking damage was like for a brief moment, but he's back to that power. The gamma radiation flowing through him right now, and he's gonna get the beautiful pickup. Finds the hits, and does red dash hit.
This is the gamma radiation that kills you. This isn't the one that turns you into the Hulk.
No, he just acts like it.
Unreal. Yeah, Trey, you're definitely right. This is definitely Alan the Alien situation right now. Every single time you beat him around, you just get stronger and stronger. And to the moment where his eye is just gonna laser you down.
Oh, yeah. Boom. Good backdash from both players there. Definitely showing a respect, even though the match is kind of swinging in the favor of Diaz. You cannot slouch when our players are this good. Any mistake can truly be the last.
Big defense, big punish here. Is he gonna spend it though? No, just a level 1 puts a hand on the chest.
We don't need to do too much here. We're over that? Yes, and a good trade with that leg kick, reducing your hurt box and not having to deal with that entire bit of damage. Scheme's still gonna get a nice pickup.
Yeah, honestly, I think Scheme would take that. I think rather than him getting the block off, he'd rather just get a trade and survive another interaction. Granted, it may not last too much longer, and how do you act? I'm gonna close the game out with a throw myself.
Yeah, it doesn't even go for that command throw. Knows the tiny bit of normal damage is all it truly takes. And this is tournament point for Diaz. Up 2-1, running through the bracket with this monster child. I'm glad we don't have her all night, but it is appropriate that they can win this bracket. Oh, punish.
No. Okay, finally getting the punish here, the proper punish. We saw that the low light confirm punish to try to get that some sort of damage on the board. But now I think Scheme is starting to recognize, okay, I can't be doing this anymore. I need to lock in because this is my last opportunity to try to bring the tournament home as a success.
Yeah, nice JC there from Diaz. Absolutely clinical stuff, using that +2 advantage there, checking with the 4-frame light as well. You have that level 1 to take you all the way to the corner and set you up guessing for your life.
Oh! Hold on. Hold the phone like high. He's still alive. Granted, it's going to scale a little bit, but now it's in a one-direction game, and he got crossed up the low. He's going to spend it. No, he's still alive. And the rev guard not going to work. Caught him with the overhead. Scheme still surviving, still thriving.
Get ready.
Yeah, that was a scrambly situation, but if there's anything that hopefully the Marus are talented at, it is finding those final hits with this scraggly character.
Oh my gosh, dude, if he got that big wild punish off of that throw attempt right there, I would have just busted right on the spot.
Nice, but unfortunately there's no busting going on here, no matter how good it makes you feel. Keeping it going here, finding that level 1. Lataru gonna be at the 2-0 variation.
Oh, now he's in overheat. Now he can't take any more of these strings because that string is going to be deadly. Guard crush is going to be inevitable at this point if you don't get your ass out of that corner now. Cross-up situation. Doesn't have access to level 1 to kind of reduce more of this overheat. But now
he has level 1.
No!
Oh, take the fight.
Win.
He took a couple of those hits so he didn't get guard broken. Very good intelligence by Scheme, but that final moment, not working out. And yeah, defending that whole super with just defend only gives you advantages, so there's no reason not to.
Here we go, tournament point here for Diaz. He's won 4 consecutive weeks. Can he make it 5? The only difference is between 1 round here. Scheme has pretty significant life lead right now. He's going to extend it even further. SPG now in for Diaz. So now you have to worry about the green. Not that green, but it's still just as deadly.
Nice. Great JC there. Tried to go for that command throw, actually getting grabbed out of it, and the throw not being safe there. It's just a little slow on his reaction. Not enough HP to do anything, and we're going to tie it up 2-2. Yeah, baby. Scheme's still on it.
The teleport at the perfect time. He isn't really spamming fireballs at all just because he's always terrified of that teleport, but the one time he goes for it, you see Scheme eager to pull that trigger, and what a time to do it. What a time to wake up at death's doorstep. You bring it back into alignment, and of course we're going to go to a final round situation on the Grand Finals reset. Who's going to take it here? 1 game to determine who wins this tournament.
We're off to a strong start with Diaz out of SPG, and you can't forget he only gets stronger the more you beat him down. And this is his final leg. You're going to be taking a ton of damage. I think he's dead. I'm just calling it now. Oh, gosh.
Oh, why? Why did you wish this
I don't wish
upon
anything.
him?
I just know
This
the damage,
poison.
baby.
Oh my gosh! Full optimization, and Diaz still in the lead now. Tournament point once again.
Good patience coming out on the side of Scheme. This is not over yet. Finding the light confirms he needs those.
Oh my gosh! Okay, Scheme back in the driver's seat again. Still has access to SPG. He's gonna use it, but it's gonna cost him counter hit confirmation for Diaz. And now Scheme's gonna do it all the hard way. He still has access to 2 bars of meter, but he's gotta find a way to, he's gotta find an opening to use it. And now when he's about to be put into overheat, may not come.
We don't have any meter to finish this off, but still a ton of damage, plus being able to find the buttons afterwards. Not often you see a player going for buttons when they're in burnout like this, but that level 1 after the -2 situation, you better believe that's the Hoka Tamaru way.
No way, no way. Ah,
He's still
one
living,
hit.
he's still living.
Still, oh, invulnerability! No way! Why cry? 1 hit! Pixel! He got it! Still alive! Scheme takes us to a final round! Diaz, 1 round away to make it 5-2. He's got to upset everybody! Unreal!
Very nice stuff. Hoka Tamaru finding a great empty hop there into the grab. Nice, he's still safe here. Finds the counter hit. We are going to get that level 1 here to try and get him out of SPG and not deal with this Hoka Tamaru, but it's not enough damage.
It's not enough. You heard him Pendulum on style, baby. Big damage to the corner. Now he's in a really bad situation. But luckily for him, Diaz is getting so close to holding it. So he's not going to pull the trigger quite yet. Okay. Oh, the tech roll out!
Nice, and he got him right before SPG as well. This is going to be a big damage. He had to find the reset here. We do have level 1 on deck.
Oh my gosh, defense!
Anybody's game, great lights coming out, and the EX Fireball clinches it out in the final moments. Diaz taking that 3-2 in the most final Hotaru way possible, finding that Fireball, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, unreal. I thought that was 100% going the way of Scheme, but all of a sudden, I'm telling you, the defense, the Diaz way, the Diaz mental. I mean, we were pressing buttons nonstop galore. It was just offense after offense after offense situation, and then all of a sudden just knew when to play the defense, when to kind of pump the brakes a little bit and turn that match around. And what a set we had indeed. I mean, are you kidding me? A final round situation, and it went the way of Diaz just by almost chip damage, because it wasn't, even if he landed that EX Fireball would have done so much chip damage, and he would have just definitely caught another one immediately afterwards.
Yeah, without a doubt. The only big thing there is he could have double JD'd it, but he was trying to go for that aggression. In those final moments, you're not thinking about just defending. You're not thinking these slow, patient things. You want that final hit. You want to close out the tournament, and it just shows that we're all human at the end of the day. But great stuff. Made the king bleed, but it's not enough today, so we're gonna have to find a way to end this Hotaru's reign of terror next week.
Yeah, you guys definitely got to show up again next week, because we might be in. We're about to see history in the making. We've only seen a player be this dominant before in Tekken, with Peeling hitting 5 wins in a row. Now Diaz, another head of like the Mount Rushmore of FGC tournaments. I mean, 5 wins in a row right now for Diaz. Just pure domination. And despite how close that match was, it still felt like, it could have gone anybody's way.
Oh, yeah. No, it was a scrambly final match as well. Scheme was able to kind of pinpoint certain options that truly won him all of that. I can definitely see the chat popping off, showing up, watching all that great stuff. But let's just take a look at this overall bracket tonight. We've had so many great matches, of course, ending off with that beautiful reset between Diaz and Scheme. Barely going the way of Diaz after his commanding 0-3. We had Jack PE putting on a great fight up till that loser's final slot. Common Sense showing up. Thank you so much for being out here. I think he pieced out just a little bit earlier, but it was so great to see a rock of such great talent out here. Of course, we got the BES folks with Garu and Akeem the Dream hanging out. And then we had Tubby and Bad Boy Ray just for a little bit here earlier on in the match. And we can't forget about Plain Yogurt, our other man who's not featured on this bracket, but donating to our pot and chatting with us the whole gosh darn night.
Yeah, and Yogurt also being one of the few players that is showing up consistently every single week definitely is a testament. Like, you're gonna get one of those moments where you just catch the right bracket and you just make it all the way through. So
I've had it once.
Yeah, I'm telling you, me too. I almost made top 8. I'm terrible at this game, so I'm not afraid to say it. But what I'm not afraid to say is Hotaru leading the way in our monthly top 5 characters here in December. Who are these other 4, bro?
Dude, we got Ronaldo hanging out, definitely with Jack showing off so much of that Ronaldo great gameplay. Hokatamaru also a little bit with the Jack, but mostly tonight it was the Scheme game plan. We didn't see any Gato tonight, and of course we have Garo holding down that Andy pick, as well as a few other players too, but he hasn't gotten that limelight up in a grand final, so I expect to see that next week, Garo. All right, get right on that. Chop.
See what I'm saying? Like, look how crazy that is. Like, we went from like barely seeing Otaru into now she's the number 1 pick, and then we saw 0 Gatos today.
Yes.
So it's weird how like the momentum's really shifting for a lot of these characters and a lot of like the quote unquote metas. But honestly, I think it just goes on the vibe of the player. Because, I mean, if you ask, Nash fan, he'll tell you one week he's going to be Hotaru, and the next week it's maybe Hokuto, and then the next week it could be Chun-Li. So it's definitely up in the sky when it comes to what they want to play.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm hoping they stick to those top tiers till they fix them, because the only way that SNK is going to realize it is if their entire bracket is just full of these little tiny monsters, unfortunately. So keep playing it while it's there and learn the rest of the cast in your own fun time. But anyways, Mr. Leapfrog, where can we find you? What's been going on with your life while we close up shop here?
Dude, you know where to find me on Twitter. I'm gonna start streaming again this week, so be ready for some more streams. I'll be streaming more fighting games and stuff like that as per usual. I'm mainly in the FPS side of things when it comes to like commentary and stuff like that, but obviously you see me here today, meaning that I'm still sticking around for FGC once in a while.
Whenever I grab that fishing hook and I can see Leapfrog on there, I'm in, baby. It seems like forever ago now that we were hanging out at Winter Showdown and didn't really know each other, and now we've had a few more blocks, and it's so much better. I only wish I was going this year, but my sister's gone. But it's all good.
But hey, man, what do you got planned for this week?
This week, a whole bunch of nothing. I'm working this week, but next week I'm off, and that's going to be super great. But you guys don't care about that. Check me out on Twitter at Dr. Wycry. It's been down at the bottom of the screen the whole evening. Other than that, I don't stream. Hopefully, you'll see me on another BES or another fun tournament with KOF, City of the Wolves, Samurai Showdown. If anybody will freaking run those tournaments, and I'll be hanging out nonetheless.
Yeah, probably not the Samurai, but
probably not.
The other ones, probably. We'll see. Before you guys go, I'm going to give you one last reminder. Help us claim those last few Matcherino codes. We'll post the top 8 results on Twitter, Jack. So just keep a lookout on the Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. Join the Discord. So we'll make an announcement in there as well to let you know when it's going up so you can save them to your gallery. Because I know that's where I love to put those bad boys every time I save them up for top 8s. On those placements. But again, big congratulations to Diaz hitting the record 5 consecutive week wins here for Breakout Series, ties it up with Peeling. Can he do it again next week? Be here next Monday. I'm gonna say Wycry on the scene, bro. But be here next week, same start time as usual, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern for some more Fatal Fury City of the Wolves action. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll see you all again next time.
Sexy sturdy, come and get sturdy, wiggle it, wobble it, dirty. Sexy sturdy, come and get nerdy, fuck your regular nerdy. Sexy sturdy, come and get sturdy, wiggle it, wobble it, dirty. Loving them, picking them up. Got Sally and Debbie and Doogie. On money it's not me. On Sunday it's never too easy. I come and they come and they leave. I'm the boy that they say on the TV. If it's me on the cake, they would never be. You want to slice for that appetite. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a Leesby. Don't give it a ring to them golden guys. My precious, they want to believe.
Down on the last interaction, and that will do it. Robbers very well find themselves with a victory, especially after that.
And a hit, that should be enough to close it out. Del Tormenta, the reverse sweep, where Super Great is going to close it out. He can close it out, and he does it!
I'm feeling brand new, cause I'm big business. Hola, fast ring, yeah. I style bling bling, yeah. Pop on knockoffs, that is not us. I get money, so I'm living like a rock star. Got that glass skin and my body looking proper. I'm so wavy, baby, I'm a traffic stopper. Bitch, I got my mojo back, almost forgot that was a bad bitch. Looked in the mirror, oh my god, I'm a bad bitch. Give me what I want, ooh yeah, I'm a savage. No, that's right, XYZ, I'ma have it. You know that's right. Hold up, wait a minute, here I go now. Hold up, wait a minute, here I go, wow. It's all over before you finish when I show out. Got him staring at me when I pull up, roll out. Yeah, hold up, wait a minute, yeah. Hold up, wait a minute, yeah. Hold up, wait a minute. When you see me coming through, wait a minute, hold up, wait, yeah. Hold up, wait a minute, I see me coming through, yeah. Wait a minute, yeah. Hold up, wait a minute. Bitch, I'm feeling brand new, cause I'm big business. I hate what they think about me, I don't care though. Too busy getting money, getting pesos. Big business, bitch, I'm stacking up my Legos. If you ain't up on my level, then just say so. I'ma paint the town every color of the rainbow. She thought she could do it like me, but she can't though. Still a bad bitch in designer or in plain clothes. They love my husky ass voice, so they wanna throw me bankroll.